This edition of the Random Rambles with Rob podcast has been brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, offering you precision engineered tools for your family jewels. The Manscaped engineering team has spent over 18 months perfecting their greatest ball hair trimmer ever. They obsess over their technology and developments to provide you with the best tools for your grooming experience. Try the new and improved Lawnmower 3.0. Their third generation trimmer features a cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to the advanced skin safe technology pioneered by Manscaped. Head over to manscaped.com and get 20% off your order plus free shipping when you use promo code RANDOM.
You are now listening to Random Ramblings with Rob.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah!
What up, everybody? This your boy B-Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Ramblings with Rob podcast. First and foremost, first and foremost, I'd like to thank you all so much, the listeners, for coming back. I fucked myself up. Thank you for coming back, and if you're a first-time listener, I appreciate you so much for giving my show a try. And if anybody recommended you to me, go ahead and lean over and give them a crisp high five safely. And if you are self-conscious of these trying times with the COVID and all this other stuff, you can use your favorite social media app of choice to send a well-crafted DM telling the person that recommended you to me, thank you. And speaking of social media, you can find us on various social media platforms to include Twitter at 3R Show, Instagram at The 3R Show, Twitch, twitch.tv/3R Show, YouTube, 3R Show, Facebook, 3R Show, and whatever else I forgot to mention, you can go to randomrob.com. Now, joining me for the next 3 episodes is one of my favorite podcasts. We're going to have both hosts. Here we have the first, which is one Beat 'em Down, one half of the duo that compose the podcast that I love the most, the Colt 45 podcast, local podcast here in Houston, Texas. I met these gentlemen some time ago, and I've just been listening to the show and just helping in any time I can get because I believe in them. I believe in their brand, and I want to try to help them as much as possible because I believe they have the potential to be something greater than what they already are, you know? So, I mean, basically it's just the next 3 episodes is me gushing over these 2 guys, man. It's just, they're good. I really enjoy them. And I want to help get more ears on them, as many ears as possible. That's how much I believe in them. And there's it goes back to the video that I did a while ago on Instagram, and I think it's up on YouTube, when I talked briefly about supporting the things that you like, the things that you enjoy. And this podcast is one of them, the Colt 45 podcast. So I am doing my due diligence in trying to help promote the show, spread the word that is them. And these next 2-3 episodes will be just kind of get you into the personality of each co-host individually. And then the third episode will be all three of us together just shooting the shit pretty much. Shit, that third episode is just kind of, I don't know. It's just weird. It's fun. It's weird in a fun way. I thoroughly enjoy these guys, man. I can't say it enough. I can't even formulate words to describe, how highly I think of these guys. But once again, for the millionth time, this is the Cult 45 podcast that I'm speaking about. Get it in your ear holes. Listen to it. They do movie reviews, and they just have their own flair and flavor to it and everything. So go through their catalog on Pandora and everywhere else that you find your podcast, and find a movie that you like, or hell, find a movie that you dislike and see how they do with that. I once again, applause. Highly recommend. 5 stars. And yeah, I'm gonna quit the jibber jabbing, and I probably won't say too much on the next episode. I'll just introduce Randy. Here we got Brandon, beat him down, and you get the gist of the next 3 episodes. I'm telling you here now that it's gonna be all Cult 45 for the next 3 episodes, the next 3 weeks. So enjoy that shit, cause I enjoyed it. It's fun. I'm trying to wrap this up so I can get back to playing Ghost of Tsushima, because that's what I was doing. It's getting late and everything, and I just got kind of swept up in the story and whatnot. So without further ado, one half of the Cult 45 podcast, I bring to you one and only Beat 'em Down.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What's up? I like the new shirt, man.
Yeah. I was showing my wife how to make these shits, and then I was like,
So you
I got
can
an
put it
idea.
to work.
Let me make one too.
Right?
I got that same kind of cup.
Oh, man. It's necessary.
I was drinking out of it last night when I was playing video games.
Keeps my coffee hot, man. I need it today. I got some extra shit I need to do for the week.
You doing the thing tonight or tomorrow?
No, tomorrow.
Yeah, that's Tuesdays.
Yeah, Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays, I'm trying to do a lot earlier, like 7, so I can kind of, if I do get in the spirit to keep going, I can. But, bro, I was like, for the first time, I was like, nigga, I need a gaming chair. My back was killing my old ass.
Oh, man. Shit. Look, this shit. My goddamn nerves.
Bro, you better than me, though, because I got the old whack-ass fold-out chairs with the couch pillow on the bottom for my ass. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's real out here, bro. Because, nigga, I'm sitting here like, I could, like, how, because everybody's like, playing video games ain't hard. I'm like, no, it's not, because you could lay on the couch and do whatever and shit. But, like, nigga, when you got to stay in camera, oh, my God. It's a whole other kind of workout for your old-ass tendons and bones and shit.
Shit, since I got like a delay on this monitor right here in front of me, it kind of makes it hard to play like Call of Duty and shit, because it's a little bit of a slight latency. It fucked me up every time, and it just
the
screen is up here. So I got to get way back in shit.
I mean,
I
know I'm guilty of looking up, but it's like, fuck it at this point. You know what I mean? Sue me. Like, buy me better shit. Everybody like, oh, the sheep behind you. Bip, 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 bip. It's like, yeah, okay, well, buy me one. Shut the fuck up, or have a channel yourself. Yeah, I mean, like, and then you can talk about whatever the fuck my setup is. But
donate, motherfucker, so I can buy better shit.
I'm getting there, man. It's a little bit surely, though. God bless people like you and our listeners and stuff. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. You're doing that thing where you already started recording and we already going?
Yeah, it's already recorded.
Yeah, I knew it. That's why I was like, that's why I chose my words carefully.
Oh, man, you remember that dirty bastard from Comic Palooza? That sorry motherfucker.
Remember that filthy whore we met in the back of the IHOP by the dumpsters?
I don't know.
You know, the drunk bitch slipping on boysenberry syrup.
I don't know. IHOP is a little too classy for whores. You said Waffle House.
Waffle House, yeah. No. We're in a class. Give me your finest International House of Pancake.
Yeah.
Scallop, please.
Sir, are you enjoying this whore?
The finest skip scop I ever had in my life, sir.
Well, fuck. I guess I do an intro, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever, bro.
I suppose.
What's happened? I'm glad to finally be on, man. I appreciate this, man. This is nice.
Word. Well, yeah, we just gotta get in with Randy.
Mm-hmm. How are y'all doing this with no headset? I need to figure this out.
Well, with like Zoom or any of those other secondary freaking third party recording things or whatever, I just play it through my speakers and I can just hear you, but it doesn't do like the double echo audio thing.
No shit.
Yeah, so because you got a mixer, right?
Not really. No, I have a Zoom. I use this.
Oh
shit.
yeah, I mean that's the same thing. Yeah,
But it sounds, excuse me, it sounds garbled as shit. Sorry, everybody who had to listen to that. But it sounds garbled as shit because it's coming through the speaker of this shit. Now, I have a sound bar I could plug up, but I'm afraid that might be too loud with it. Because like right now, I'm not using the screen that you gave me because I'll be like looking up at it. I don't know what kind of angle. I don't know if I could use that as of right this instant because it's like I need a different setup where I can sit a little bit higher because that shit is like towering on this little desk I got. The table I'm using is the table that black people play spades on.
Oh yeah, I know.
So the legs are weak. Like if I touch this thing, it's just like, please. I've been through so many games of dominoes and.
I'm just so worn, sir.
I've seen a lot of meaty ass forearms from black dudes who could barbecue ribs slam upon me.
The only thing that I didn't like about that monitor was I couldn't take the base plate off if I wanted to mount it on the wall or something like that. But I don't even think it mattered. I was just like, fuck it. I found like an old nightstand, not a nightstand, an old computer desk that had just enough width and depth for me to sit it right on there properly, and that's how I used it whenever I was using it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on top of the system because it's like it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm just gonna slap it on top of that bitch. So I don't know because I'm gonna get an L-shaped desk and then like try to figure out what the fuck like after the fact. But
just put it right here in front of you in your lap and just kind of lean it back. Nobody know the difference.
That'd be a pretty cool stream to watch though. Like look at this raggedy mother.
Hey man, I seen somebody. Well, I didn't see anybody. I saw a meme. It was a picture of it. Motherfucker had a cell phone and a mirror set up, like a mirror to catch his face in another mirror so they could see him on the camera.
Jesus Christ.
Hey man,
it's recording off of. No, I mean, yeah. I mean, respect to everybody who gives it a shot and tries, man, because it's like it's a crapshoot. You know what I mean? Like, you got people who have like all the money in the world and like just throw it at whatever it is, but have no will to continue it on, and then it's just whatever. Then you got people who ain't got jack shit, and they're like the funniest people alive.
Yeah,
you got people, like they're in between, and it's all about like, lightning just has to strike in your fucking direction for shit to pop off, realistically. But then but nowadays things happen so fast and you're gone so quick. It's like you might as well just slowly build up. You know what I mean? Because like if you're just a flash in the pan and you got like all you had was that one video that was hot, and you ain't got nothing else, then you gonna go right back in obscurity, bro. And it's like it's tough, man.
What the fuck? You be like that chocolate rain motherfucker,
bro. Tayzonde, man. Shout out to Tayzonde, yeah, but Tayzon, but that's sheer accident. You know what I mean? And shout out to him getting that Dr. Pepper deal though, like that one time. I mean, like that's as far as you go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like if I'm not gonna lie, I won't be mad if I do a commercial with Lil Sweet one day or some shit, but like at the same time, in the back of my head, I'm like, nah, this is not what I want. I want something that will, like, I like a small groundswell that's happening right now.
Yeah.
I'm very appreciative of it. And like, I hope I could just maintain this. Like as long as the limbo line is like where my knees don't blow out, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that like I'm finally at the point now where people will make like a goofy ass meme and like put it out there. Like I that is Like that was like a goal of mine. Like, man, I hope people just look at some shit and just make some like goofy ass photo art and shit and put it up, and they do it. And I'm like, Yeah, so shout out to Dean Jennings that do that. Rito from Rito's Modern Life, he does it. Who else does it? That's kind of it, really, but still.
At least it's somebody.
It's something, yeah. It's something. I mean, I'll get like DMs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like when people actually put shit to like Photoshop or Paint.net, nigga, I gotta give them a shout out.
Yeah,
She does a lot.
That shit was funny as hell. I think that one where you was walking outside and you had the sun in your face and shit. It was like,
yeah. When people repurpose my own photo at me, like it. One thing I do like about my old, my quote unquote persona is like, I'm not above people like fucking with me, man. Like I prefer it. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like, oh, I'm the coolest motherfucker this side of the block. I'm not. I never have been, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like somebody knocks me down a peg. It's like I expect it. Like if I get nothing but praise, I'm gonna panic. I'm not gonna feel comfortable at all.
he's like,
At all.
The pressure.
Cause y'all were giving me the business that stream, dog. That shit was hilarious, bro. Y'all were giving me the business. I was like, well, all I could do is just, be Raymond, or everybody's love Raymond, just be like, you guys, come on, guys. Let's play the game, guys. Christ.
Oh shit.
Y'all were digging in my cheeks, bro. That shit was hilarious, dog. I gotta get that. I gotta make sure I don't fuck up that sound again. I don't know what happened, bro, for that stream. That pissed me off, man. But we're gonna be doing it again. You know that, right? Yeah. So
yeah, I skim through it or whatever. I look in there and be like, all right, they ain't talking about too much nothing. Then I come back and be like 38 paragraphs of dialogue. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I know. We like that's the curse of the chat, ain't it? Ain't that the curse of the chat thread? It's like you try to make a chat thread, you're like, all right, that's the only chat thread I'll have. And then like cut to 6 years later, it's like I have like 17 different chats, and I'm like an asshole in all of them. I'm just not in them. I just got my coat, my shades. I'm just off in the corner. What are you doing? Oh, he sleep.
He's the guy on the couch.
Yeah, I'm Fat Thor in like every meeting, dog. Just out, just done.
Yeah, but when it's time to party up, it's Leroy Jenkins. I don't know what the fuck going on, but it's
we're doing it. Yeah, bro. So I had somebody tell me I had a dominating personality, and that really threw me off.
No, it's just
you think I don't know, because it gets weird, doesn't it? Because okay, even with you and the stuff that you're doing, you know what I mean? Like you're very forthright in what you do, and you're very like, people can say that you're aggressive with how you promote yourself, but at the same time, it's like, but it's passion. You're passionate about it, right? Like, why is it? Because I remember, I lost co-host because of how serious I was taking it. Yeah, I'm just like, isn't that the point though? You know what I mean? So it's like a weird. You don't know if you're Ahab or if you're Captain America sometimes, and you like, you kind of have to like check and be like, okay, well, which am I? Like, am I going to get drugged to the bottom of the fucking ocean with this shit? Or am I going to just like, be old sitting on the bench, satisfied from knocking down some big titty chicken, that got back for the pass? We know which one I want, right? Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like eventually I'm going to be Ahab. I feel like I'm going to fall off or something. And I'm just gonna like drive everybody away, and it's just gonna be the Angry Black Man podcast. This old curmudgeon. I remember when nickels was made of wood, and y'all can't tell me shit. Like, okay, nobody one download, and it's me.
Mm-hmm. Me checking to see if it uploaded. Did it work?
Make sure I edit that shit right. I mean, that's what it was in the beginning, right? You're like, make sure this shit sound right. All right, cool. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I got to ask you a question.
Yes.
So, like, have you ever hated your own voice? Because you have the most melodious of tones. And I there's days I try to, like, channel it when I can hear myself in the mic, but I know I can't. I can't hit them registers, bro. Like a chick could pull a Howard Stern and, like, sit on a speaker if she wanted to. And you just say a sentence and it's a rap for them. Dog. It's just waterfalls. And I talk. Chick just leaves the room. Just done with it.
Well, I don't know. It's just.
Did you ever hate your voice? You ever listen back like, that's what I sound like? Has that ever happened to you? I don't think it has.
No. in the beginning of the podcast, it was more of like, you know, I guess me trying to get comfortable with it. Like I didn't have a problem hearing it. It was just the execution of what I was doing. It's just like, if you ever listen to the first episode of this show, you will hear me say podcast in the first episode maybe 30 something times.
Yeah.
This is the podcast. And this is my podcast. And the podcast is about the
episode 1 is always weird because like you realize everyone's realizing like, oh, this is permanent. Like this is out here. Like a random person will hear what my thoughts are. And if I say the dumb shit, then it's a problem. At the same time, you're also like, hello, universe, it is I. Like I remember I spelled my fucking username. Like it mattered. Like someone's going to write it down on some paper. Who gives a fuck? Like it was just like, yeah, this is whatever. And to this day, I regret this being my my little tag name or whatever because it's like I was lazy. It's my gamer tag.
Yeah,
that's it. I just didn't know what to think. And then my co-host at the time had a very long name. It was Mr. B in Black. I was like, well, that's super long. Let me just I got to counteract that with something quick. I was like, this. I was like, I don't know. I thought it was so smart. And then, like as time passed, I was like, "That was a bad call. I should have just said my fucking name." But I think I also wanted to be like anonymous to some degree because I felt like I may say something inflammatory.
Yeah. Now that's a question I would like to ask you as well. Is you've hosted a number of episodes and everything, and you know, there's been areas to where you know you said some stuff out of it was out of comedy or whatever. But do you ever feel like there was some things on the show that you said that you was like, well, wow, fuck, why did I leave that in or anything like that? Or do you pretty much catch it in the editing?
Usually I catch it in the editing. Usually there is some type of checks and balance of, the people know I'm playing in context, but at the same time, there was a lot of growing up I had to do, like I didn't know the word tranny was derogatory.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I said it once. It wasn't like, I said it in jest, but I was talking about, I think Audrey and Little Shop of Horrors. Mm-hmm. And I made that comment and my wife was like, you can't say that. I was like, say what? Like I was completely ignorant, had no clue. Mm-hmm. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, that's a derogatory comment. I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt legit bad about it, but it was already too late. Yeah. And I was like, well, all I can do is, continue the body of work showing that I do care. And, and there's certain words I won't say, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like there's certain, I made a joke about like how everybody used to say, the F-bomb, not fuck, but like everybody used to say the F-bomb until Kobe got fined. And then everybody was like, wait a minute, hold on. We need to, hold on. Kobe got fined. How much? We might need to chill out with that, y'all. This probably ain't the word to say. And there's a lot of stuff. I try to be mindful. But I try to poke fun at, my people and myself enough to where they can kind of see where it's coming from. But like context, more or less is dead nowadays. And it's like, you have to be genius funny for it to maybe kind of sort of slide. Mm-hmm. But like, I hate how the fact that people take everything so fucking serious.
Yeah.
And the fact that they hold comedians or like, I'm not claiming comedians, but people who are trying, who have the intentions of being comedic in whatever presence they're doing, and for them to get their feet held to the fire, but then people who are actually in positions of power have none of those checks and balances, I think is whack as fuck. Now, I'm not gonna be like, because it's a slippery slope. You got people I hate PC, this and that and this. It's like, no, there's a place and time for that shit. Like, I love being politically correct. Like, I feel like it's necessary to do so. But if I'm doing a podcast talking about Killer Nerd or fucking Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus, shit's gonna be said.
Yeah, we should have a little leeway there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew what the fuck you got into with this episode. Like, you're not gonna get every blue moon. You'll get some some serious ass commentary from us, but in all reality, like come the fuck on. I remember there was one movie though. We were like, we're not playing around with this because we didn't see it. We never we heard of the movie. It's always flying around in like cult movie circuits and whatnot. People talk about this movie. We never saw it. We didn't know necessarily what it was going to be about. And it was I Spit on Your Grave.
Oh,
and we both didn't watch it until the night of recording because we were like behind. And this is when we weren't a week ahead at this time. So it was like, it's either we record this or we're fucked. And that was the only day we had that were both available. And Randy was like, I think I made a mistake. I was like, yeah, no. We fucked up. I was like, we fucked up. But we gotta, he's like, I'm not gonna make jokes. I don't think I can make jokes about this. I said, who the fuck said we're gonna make jokes? They ain't nothing to joke about this. Like, it was bad. Like, the whole movie was just one sexual assault or a series of them. And it's like, yeesh, what do you do? And it's like, that was a learning experience for me as far as like, okay, well, there's no movie that we can't not do. Because like certain movies deserve a tone shift. You know what I mean? Certain movies deserve a certain type of attention. And like, I don't like throwing out the word rape a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've noticed I had enough self-confidence to be like, all right, assault, or, you know what I'm saying? Or if somebody says the R word a little too much, I'll just boop, like, God bless editing. Like, I ain't never just try to do like a lot of live shit because I know how I am at times. Or if, somebody would say some shit that's like, it's funny. I'll put it this way. If you hear the edit, if you hear like a sound drop come in or a long pause of music come in, it's bad. But it's like it's childish bad to where I'll keep the reactions of like what the dumb shit was said. You know what I'm saying? So like whenever that happens, it's like it was just a really childish ass joke, but it was still probably like fuck us up in the long run. So it's better just not to do it. But but like of course, like when it's yourself, everything's fair game. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no pullback with that. But I think another time I felt bad, I went hard on some chick's breast in The Warriors.
Oh, you went hard on it?
No, not like that, like in a bad way. Like because her boobs were like smashed up weird.
Yeah. And
like I wouldn't stop clowning them. And I felt like that was a little much. I think I went a little too hard on that. But that was like 32-year-old me. Wasn't fully mature yet, you know what I'm saying? But but I'm not. It was more like her titties weren't big enough. That was my issue.
Yeah. These aren't to my standard.
These are not to my liking, therefore they're trash. And it's like,
you should go to the Waffle House. Get away from my IHOP.
Take these 3 grit packets and 4 biscuits and be on your way, madam. Gain that weight. Like, once you're nervous to get on the scale, come back and talk to me. But it's pretty much. But yeah, I mean, as far as like that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have a lot of regrets of shit I've said. Nah, because I meticulously edit. It's now to the point where I don't have to do it so much if I don't have a guest. We're pretty good on that, thank God.
And that's another thing that I've seen just talking with you behind the scenes about stuff and everything. You's a editing motherfucker. You does all the edits. You do all the things and whatnot. What got you your start? What's your background? Did you go like to film school, right?
No.
Just
so like I check this out. So my wife was like, you need to do something with this because SmackDown versus Raw had it to where you could make your own entrance and you had access to all the camera angles. You can put your own music in because it was 360, so you could time everything meticulously. And I was like, me and a group of my friends gave all the fucks when it came to that. But like, it was also like, all right, so not only is this my interest, I got to show out and make everybody who's in my group look like shit when we all do our, cause we had like a made up federation. So everybody had like 5 characters apiece. And like, each character had their own personalities and we'll cut promos and like, do like, regular shows and shit up to a pay-per-view. Like we literally did like a whole season. We had a GM, the whole 9. We'll meet up because we had nothing but time. That's where everybody had part-time jobs and no girlfriends and shit. So we just had all the time in the universe. And dude, like once that game came out and they had that editor, bro, like I would pour over that shit for unnecessarily amounts of time, bro. And just like the lighting, all the other shit. And I was like, I wonder if I could do something with this. Cause then they had cause it could have had it to where you could play back the fight that you had and use that as a motherfucking like for your fucking Titantron. I was like, oh, so like I was pouring over that shit. And my wife was like, you really need to like fucking do something with this. This is ridiculous. Like the amount of work you're putting into this, it needs to be to something else. I was like, I don't know what though, but what? And after that was I did a relationship advice show. It wasn't my idea. My wife was, God bless her, she was trying to get me to go in some kind of direction to be creative with this shit. And this is like 2011. or so, and it was a YouTube show that I had where basically, what happened was like her friends will ask me questions about guys, and I don't care about her friends, so I would tell them very bluntly what it is. Yeah, what it is. And it's like, like there's no trade secret. I'm sorry he's lying to you. You know what I'm saying? It was just usually that should be a show, but like what I'll do is I'll be very blunt, but then we'll have a skit. And like we'll do a little film skit, whatever the fuck we talk about, because we're getting the email. And it did decent, but then I didn't want to do it anymore because one of the videos they had like a lot of hits was why do black men date white women? And I never have. And I couldn't answer that question. So like I was on 6th Street. I was on 6th Street and in Austin, and it was like St. Patrick's Day. So I was like, I'm just gonna do man on the street, you know what I'm saying, and like goof around. Like it's still clown, right? So like the opening, I ran into these bunch of rappers, little young kids, rappers and shit. I forgot their fucking name, Diplomatic something. And I'm off the cuff. So this is our opening thing where I'm like, blah, 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 blah. This is the question. I don't know. I got to ask these motherfuckers, da, 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 da. And I saw a black, like as I'm doing the intro, I see a black girl asleep in the car. And I move over. I was like, get this real quick. I said, if y'all stop sleeping on a nigga, maybe y'all be okay. And I shouldn't have did that. Everybody was like, go! People were like, wilding out. But like the rest of the video beyond that one clip was literally me being very serious. It was like a documentary style. Like I did voiceovers and shit. I played the music group that I met, music in the background and shit. And I'm asking both black women and black men, why they think that's the case. And took it very serious. And like the ending message was like, find who loves you.
Yeah.
Period. But everyone fixated
on the part
on me clowning, even though that's always been my thing. And then like the comments were just insanity, dog. This is before I knew how toxic the world was. Like I used to think, shit like that happened in January 6th would never happen ever in life. Like at that point in time, I trusted everybody. And I'm just seeing all this crazy shit. And somebody was like, yo, keep doing videos like that. Because I had like 30,000 views or some crazy shit on that one fucking question. And I'm just like, people are just out here just searching for this. Like, is that serious? And I didn't like it. I didn't like how I felt. I didn't like anything that was associated with it at all. And I just wasn't with it. And I was like, it's not the type of shit I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Anyway. And I just backed off it and just didn't do shit for a while. And I think I did like a couple of open mics. But I knew I didn't have what it took to like commit to that fully. As far as like income and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I'm gonna put everybody through the ringer, trying to do that. And I was just like, well, what else can I do? And then I always talk shit during movies, like only at the house, not in public. I'm a human being. Don't bring your babies to theaters, you pieces of shit. You know what I mean? Like, but if I'm with the wife or whatever, or my friends or whatever, like, we'll say some sly shit while the movies are playing or whatever. And I was like, well, maybe I could do something like that. And I was trying to think of like, okay, what can I do that will be cost effective? And evergreen at the same time. I don't have to worry about, expiring. Like they could check back and it'll still work. And I was like, movies. I wanted to do video games because I was an avid gamer. Yeah. And I wanted to do video game shit, but I was just like, I ain't got the money to fucking do that. I said, plus, video game. Right. And I don't have the video equipment either to back all that shit up. So I was like, nah, that's not going to work. So movie podcast it was. And I figured like it'll work because a lot of this shit I've never seen before. Or I have no background in it whatsoever. So you kind of get like a first impression most times of some of these fucking movies and shit. Plus, it's a black perspective, which isn't like a common thing with some of these movies that are quote unquote cult classics. Because we got our cult classics. Coming to America, Color Purple, Juice. You know what I'm saying? But like they're like, you haven't seen Red Dawn? It's like who? Why? When? Like it's like in what scenario? Being like in rural Mississippi, would you fucking like somebody bring up Red Dawn? You know what I'm saying? That's black. Mm-hmm. And or seen Thriller a bunch of times. I really did a Thriller episode. You know what I'm saying? It's coming eventually. We're gonna do Thriller eventually. But I'm just saying, like those are our not Sugar Hill, New Jack City. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Passenger 57. Like these are the black cult movies that we talk about all the time. And it's like, there was a lot of I never seen Bad Taste or Evil Deads until like I was a full grown adult. You know what I mean? It was just a lot of shit I just never fucking heard of or was not, like none of it. Even with I gotta admit, I've never seen Back to the Future 2 or 3, and I've seen like the ass in the Back of the Future. That's it.
Damn.
It just don't come, bro. It don't come up.
What are you waiting on?
You seen Coming to America? It's like, yeah. I mean, I'm basically waiting on whenever the fuck it comes. Like when it's a good time to do it on the show. It's been a good time, and I missed it because I didn't know the exact date that was gonna happen.
Yeah,
The Back to the Future. Like I don't fucking know, dude. And it's like, and a lot of people, oh, you call yourself a cool? Like no, it's all a learning experience. Like as far as the type of movie watcher I was when I started the show to what I am now, like you can hear it. You know what I mean? And also, if I'm annoyed by some shit, it's because I'm tired of it from all the 200 some odd fucking episodes. I'm like, oh, here come the fucking mirror gag, or here come the ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. And I got to give props to my friend John Hernandez, Sonny Chips, who was a past host, and Randy, because they have actual backgrounds in film stuff. So I'm like learning from them when they call out certain things or terminology and shit. Like it's all like new information for me, and it makes me like a better movie watcher. So like it's dope. Just the whole experience is dope. I think that's why it hasn't gotten stale for me yet, because it's still like it's new shit. I'm not like running back on shit that I know like the back of my head.
I don't know what it's called. I mean, I know it's a nuance, or just like I call it actor ticks and everything. I don't know when I started picking up on this shit or whatever, but I would watch, certain actors because they do more than one thing.
Right?
You may know an actor from a certain show from watching a series or some shit like that, but they do other things. And most recently, one that I've noticed. Have you ever seen the show Warrior? It's on Cinemax, HBO Max.
I need to watch that. Like,
I just finished season 2.
Shout out to Drago. He put a clip for me to see, and I was like, why am I not watching this shit?
Yeah, me and my wife just finished it.
Okay.
But the main character has this tick, or just this little thing he does where he winks at everybody all the fucking time.
Word.
Like he just, you wink at him. Even especially after he says some slick shit or whatever.
Okay, yeah. Kind of like Vince Vaughn. He does the Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, but he does it in instances to where a wink would not be appropriate, I guess. And I was like, you don't notice that? She's like, notice what? This motherfucker always winking and shit, Or what I like to watch in certain actors or whatever, whenever they have those scenes to where they looking each other in the eyes or whatever, some people's eyes will just kind of be moving back and forth and shit.
Yeah.
And I just noticed little shit like that. I was like, why do their eyes do like that? When I talk to you, my eyes don't go back and forth. Why does this?
I do it. I have a weird thing about eye contact sometimes. I'll just like avert and just look somewhere. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Maybe I'm weak. I don't know. But
I just know you're not supposed to do that with a dog or whatever. If you stare a dog in the eyes, you're supposed to look at them till they look away. You don't look away from the dog.
It could be it. I could just be just too many gangsta ass motherfuckers in my vicinity. I'm like, I can't make eye contact. This nigga is.
I gotta hurry up and get out of here. I'm wearing a blue shirt and I don't know what type of neighborhood this is.
Right. Even though he's in middle school, this nigga look 35 years old. Let me not let me not make it obvious that I know that he's old. But no, I've noticed like Brad Pitt eats a lot in his stuff. Tom Hanks pees a lot in his movies, which is weird.
Especially like the Green Mile when you had that issue.
Yeah, he had the piss issue, but then when he was Forrest Gump, he had to go pee. God damn it. Big. When he peed, it was like a whole thing. It's weird, bro. It's weird. Like and you never notice it until somebody points this shit out, and then you can't unsee it. You're just like, oh fuck, like this whole fucking time.
And then another thing to that point as well is actors before they were famous, I guess, to an extent or whatever. So, we sitting here, we watching all these Marvel movies. You got Chris Evans and all these guys, and big name stars now. And I just went back because of the 10-year anniversary of Scott Pilgrim, and he's in that movie. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't even know that motherfucker was in here.
Yeah, bro. That's what I love about Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim has Captain America, Superman, Captain Marvel. Somebody else is in there, dude. The Punisher.
Yeah.
Thomas Jane comes out of nowhere, out of vegan police. Milk and eggs, bitch. Oh fuck. Huntress.
Yeah. She looks the same all this time later, and I didn't even.
Bro, I can't. No. I could not. I did not know that was her. Somebody had to tell me that was her. I have the worst case of white lady face blindness.
Well, that's the thing too. Like in the span of a week, I watched all these movies, and she was in all of them, and I didn't even know it was her.
No,
So
you look like she, even though she is tall as the fuck, she blends into like whatever role she plays, and like it just does not dawn on me at all. Like it took me a minute to realize that Envy Adams was Captain Marvel. I was like, oh
yeah,
wait a minute, because she sounds like a straight porn star in Scott Pilgrim, which is, but
especially when she starts singing that song in the show. Oh yeah.
Did you see the outtake of her?
Nah.
Oh, she busted her whole ass one take when she was doing that performance. She like just fell off the stage. It's hilarious. Like I can't not see it whenever I see the movie, dog. But dude, I let my son watch it. My little 5-year-old watched that movie recently. It's like the greatest movie you ever seen in his fucking life.
I know. I just introduced the 10-year-old to that movie, and before, because it came out in 2010. Yeah, and I watched it maybe once or twice when it originally came out, like on Blu-ray or some shit like that. It was one of the earlier Blu-rays that I owned, so I always had it in the collection, but I never watched it since then. Right. And another guy had me on the show as a guest, and he wanted to review that movie. So
nice.
I still had the digital download in my Apple account, so I pulled it up on my phone when I had a little bit of time, and I watched that shit twice back to back, and I was like, wow.
It's just fucking good. It's one of my top 10, easy one of my top 10 like favorite movies of all time. Because there's so much to it. Like because like me being a video game head and like the heavy game influence, all the little cues and shout outs,
even the sound effects.
Yes, but dude, when Chris Evans come out, like his when he's like whatever action movie he's in. And he's like walking in, everything's all exploded and shit. And he's like, the next click you're gonna hear is me pulling the trigger.
The next click you're gonna hear is me hanging up the phone. The next click you're gonna hear is me pulling the trigger.
I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And then he's like, and then just the whole every sequence he was in, because even when they played the Universal song again, and he does the neck pop on beat and shit, and just he committed to that role, bro. It's just like you bought him as that douchebag Lucas Lee, bro. It is just, he's like, it's called a grind, bro. And I'm not gonna do that shit. It's dangerous. He's like, girls are watching.
He's like, oh, give me my board.
Give me my board. Give me my board. Like whatever voice he was using was fucking hilarious, bro.
What was also great about that or whatever, he's like, so you didn't know about the league? He's like, oh, well, it's cool.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
Oh, gotcha. He's like, you are a good actor. This is just hilarious, dude. And then Brandon Routh murders that shit. God, dude, like he just, I'm mad they didn't let him be Superman again. Like, granted,
they did the crossover event thing.
I didn't, but I've been so behind on the CW shit. I've
never watched a single episode.
Watch season 1 of Arrow and then walk away.
The only reason I was interested in Arrow for a time, because Cody Rhodes was on a couple episodes earlier on.
Yeah, that's right. And Stephen Amell, because Stephen, I gotta get props. As far as like celebrity cameos are concerned in wrestling, Steve Amell could have worked.
Yeah.
Cause I saw it on Instagram recently. And like Cody Rhodes as a Stardust or whatever, like pops Steve, and Steve was like, "What?" And he jumps over the fucking barricade and just leaps onto the ring. And I'm like, "Wow, that Sam Ladder ain't no joke."
He had a match with them. It was all right. And then he also had a match with AEW when they first. Yeah, he had a match against Christopher Daniels. And
Steve Amell.
Yes, even Amell. He went through a table and do all kind of crazy.
I gotta watch that shit, bro, because he's pretty fucking. I mean, like in comparison to Karl Malone and fucking Dennis
Rodman, right? And Jay Leno.
Yeah, bruh. Jesus. Yeah, like if Steve Amell would have, dude, if Steve Amell went back in time and did some shit on fucking WCW in the 90s, bro, legendary, dog.
Have y'all did Ready to Rumble?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm in no rush to do that at all. I'm just not. The fact that they made that goofy ass cage a real gimmick, like WCW was, they were falling off hard, bro. God,
Yeah,
damn,
I mean, they made the movie, then they made the star of the movie the champion, and
that wasn't the biggest problem. Like him winning, I get it, is like, you know, sacrilege, but like not as bad as Vince Russo winning the belt, bro. That's just
Vince McMahon
trash.
in the belt.
It's different.
Yeah,
That's different.
I mean, because it's his company, right?
Also, I mean, no, it's not. It's not just that. It's just the fact that like Vince Russo did it right after that. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know, man. It's because it's something, because Vince capitalizing on the Montreal screw job and just becoming that guy
Yeah,
is different than Vince swerve on Russo swerving himself a belt. It's just like it's not the same flavor, man. Like certain people can get away with shit. Period. Point blank. Certain people can do certain things and get away with shit, and some people just can't do it. It just doesn't. You just can't get away with that crime, dog. Like for Vince to go hard on Bob Costas and like, you know, like take this shit to like actual weird. Is he playing? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like Vince Russo's not that, bro. And like, nah. I got no respect for Vince, bro.
Had you been watching or have you heard about it? I keep getting the title wrong, but it's very similar.
Something like Tales from the Dark Side. Yeah, Dark Side of the Ring. Dark Side of the Ring. Yes.
Dark Side of the Ring, yeah.
Bro, shout out to Jim Cornette, dog.
This motherfucker.
Jim Cornette, dog.
Like, God damn, Jim.
Gun loaded in his lap at all times, bro. Jim Cornette be like, I swear to God, if I see that motherfucker, I'm gonna wear him like a condom and fuck him till he dies. Like, whoa, Jesus Christ, Jim. I've never seen nobody. Borderline Jim Cornette wants to have sex with Vince Russo, because there's no way you hate somebody that much without like a tinge of sexual frustration. Because he hates him a lot.
A lot.
Like
I just
a
want to
lot.
emasculate him or whatever.
He probably would to show his dominance. You can see him do it right now. Like if he knocked Vince Russo down, you could see him like start fucking with his belt.
You
Like,
motherfucker.
I'll show you.
So
Like,
long.
whoa, Jim, Jesus Christ. Tall, lanky ass walking up and down these fucking hallways. Like, Jim. But my favorite one easily is God damn, what's that nigga name, bro? New Jack. Jesus.
Oh,
the New Jack one, bro. That's not for the faint of heart.
man, he said I had that. I broke off a claw from this little Wolverine thing I had. I just stabbed that motherfucker.
Bro, the way that he just nonchalantly talks about attempted murder, dog, is like, and then he got that soft tissue that's just like a forever wound in his forehead as he's talking.
Him and damn Devon.
Bro, I'm so scared of Devon, dog. I remember okay, so because it works, because it's a tangent. So like a friend of mine, you've seen him, UT Broward, Chris Broward. He had an opportunity to do like a street team thing for TNA to like, you know, enter a contest to win tickets to do a meet and greet. Yeah. And he was like, yo, B, like, you know, you want to do this with me? I was like, sure. Why the hell not? So his idea was to go to a WWE event to push TNA.
Oh,
and we recorded ourselves do it, right? And we won. We won the tickets to do the fucking thing. But like they screwed us hard. They weren't going to give us jack shit, basically. And like, you know, Chris Brower was a white dude. And he's like, I'm about to do some of this white magic. And I knew what he meant. And he was dead at, like, it worked. Cause like we got a personal meet and greet, tickets, and we got to be a part of the pay-per-view. I got to walk down the fucking ramp because it was a lumberjack strap match with LAX against Beer Money.
Holy shit.
And you'll like, if you look up Victory Road 08, you'll see me go down a fucking wrestling ramp. And I got to hit Bobby Roode with a fucking strap.
Hold on. I'm about to look this shit up.
Oh, look it up. It's there.
Well, I'm gonna put it here in my notes so I don't forget.
Yeah, it's there. It was crazy because like I got to meet because we got to cut a promo with Road Dogg Jesse James. But what's funny is I'm probably the biggest person in that lumberjack match, and I'm not that large. I'm like 6 foot even, bro. And it's like there's like a larger Latino lady. I think she got hit in the eye during one of the tapings because everybody had the straps and they're going buck, and she got popped in the face. But yeah, I was like easily the tallest dude there, which was hilarious. And I tried my damnedest to hit him because my friend Chris was gonna try to be like, "Yo, have a good match." And he's like, "Don't hit me in the fucking face." We're like, "We're gonna fuck him up." Fucking him up. I said, "We're fucking up on sight." I said, as soon as he come my way, I'm gonna try my damnedest to hit this motherfucker. So I did like this Olay move because he tried to juke me, and I went with him and went caught him right on the back. I was like, but Devon was there, and he was like in pre-match, and I was scared because he was like. The door just cracked open, and all you see is just like Akuma steam coming off his body, bro. And I was like, nope, want no part of that. Jacqueline was there.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, I love you so much. That's all I can say. That's all I can say is I love you so much. I love you so much. I was like, if I could hug you, if y'all did hugs, I would need that, but I didn't get it. I didn't get the hug. So it's fine. I'm butthurt about it. But and also we didn't meet him. Kevin Nash came out of nowhere. Cause this is like the good part of TNA when because it was Booker T, Samoa Joe. That was like the main event. Jeff Jarrett, we met Jeff Jarrett. We met Booker T. Obviously we met LAX. Road Dogg Jesse James, we met him. Eddie Guerrero's dad. Who else? I felt like that's all on the people worth mentioning. I remember, but like we were waiting. Kevin Nash comes out of nowhere, and everybody treated that shit as if a actual lion just showed up on the fucking set, bro. Like, because he just come because somebody had the long hair, so he just comes out, just walking slow. Everyone's quiet as fuck. He just looks at us, does that, and just keep walking. We're like, that's the coolest motherfucker I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Bro, he shut the whole air, like just the oxygen just. Everybody just got quiet as fuck. I'm just like, oh, it's Kevin Nash. And then like, because it's like you're in awe, but you also feel like if you would have sneezed, he'll just come over and just big boot you in the mouth. What the fuck was that? Oh, Kevin. But yeah, no, that was a weird and crazy fucking time, dude. We got to watch the match, but like, and that's when I realized right then and there that I can't watch wrestling without commentary, because of course we had a Russo finish, like a Russo type finish. And I was like, what happened? And everyone in the crowd is like, what the fuck is going on right now? I don't even know what's happening. And I was just like, yeah, I need commentary forever. So I was just, after that, I was like, I'm watching all pay-per-views. I can't be there in person. But you've been there in person for WrestleMania. Like, is that even fun in real life? Like I know hearing the music and like seeing, because I remember I worked at SmackDown as an event staffer, like the little yellow shirt dudes and shit. And like, God bless it, man. I was able to like witness a Booker T intro, and just realize I don't understand how his back isn't just peeling off.
All that heat and shit, yeah.
Jesus Christ, Harlem Heat for real, dog. Like, it's not a game. I'm like, I'm on like I'm camera side, but on the corner.
Yeah, what is
and
this
I'm like,
in the Toyota Center?
No, it was not. It was in the goddamn Reliant Arena.
Oh, okay.
Because it was SmackDown. It was just a basic show. And I was just like, it's too hot for that pyro, goddamn. And then this is when Randy Orton was gonna fight Undertaker. So I got to see Undertaker and Randy, because Randy came out of nowhere and on Raw, and like I fucked up. You know, event staff ain't supposed to be watching the show. I was watching the goddamn show. Randy came. I was like, Randy, oh shit. But like, what was doing, like, actually being at WrestleMania like? Like, is it the same as watching on TV with a bunch of friends? Like, honestly.
Well, I mean, the very first one I went to, I was by myself. I didn't go with anybody. You know, it was just a solo trip. I went to out there to Santa Clara. Is in the 49ers stadium. They did that. And that was the one where Seth Rollins cashed in on Brock and Roman Reigns. So that was my first WrestleMania.
Holy shit.
And I went there by myself. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know the area so much. I've been to Cali before, but not particularly that part. Mm-hmm. And what's cool about WrestleMania in general is just, you know what everybody is there for. So it's like, I went there, I found my seats, and I sat down and everything. I had my big ass title belt and shit. And,
as you should.
Yeah. And then the people behind me were like, oh man, that's a cool belt. And then I was like, I know you here for wrestling. You a wrestling fan like me. And I was like, here, hold it, try it, whatever. And then we have a conversation about that. And that was in what? I forget what year that is. That's 20.
Is it 49ers Stadium? I can't remember. Because
Yeah,
around that time I stopped watching.
it's
Like,
2016, I think.
I think WrestleMania 23 was probably like the last one where I was like paying attention and like caring. Because I'll never forgive the Brock Lesnar Bill Goldberg
Yeah,
match. Like I appreciate them running it back, but like to this day, I've never been hurt so bad by a match in my life. I've never been like, and I,
they're just like,
bro, because like, and that's when like, the internet was really like fucking shit up. And like, Brock and Bill don't give a fuck. I remember like we made them villains. We were so mad. Like when we did the video game shit, we literally created the tag team. We called them Brock and Bill. They were like, fuck these guys. And they were like, they'll come out and just suck. And we'll just be so mad at them, dog. It was like, y'all ruined what should have been the great. Because like it was like searching for Dragon Balls, trying to find a place where we could watch that shit. Because Buffalo Wild Wings was doing some weird shit where we couldn't watch it there. And like we had to like beg somebody with cable because we didn't have cable.
I
We
understand.
had to beg somebody to like get the pay-per-view, and then we had to like try to get to that place on time. It was a lot. We went through so many hoops. And then when we finally were getting there watching that match, but we're just like, it wasn't worth it. Goddamn. But thank God that was like a triple threat match with Benoit, Michaels, and Triple H, I feel like.
I believe, yeah.
So that was dope. And I think Eddie Guerrero and Angle.
I'm not 100%.
I can't remember.
My wrestling
can't fucking
memory is
remember.
weird. But that
No.
WrestleMania, I believe, was 2015, 2016 or something.
What was the
But I sat in that area and I met those guys. We were just talking about the show and everything. And then I still, till this day, talk to those two dudes.
That's what's up.
Goddamn Nate and Randy.
That's what's up.
And
That's what's up.
And we keep it up with each other on Facebook. I tried to invite him on the podcast not too long after that, but Nate is freaking super busy. He had a big giant ass baby boy, man. It's just like this kid is huge. This is the biggest baby I ever seen in my life.
God damn, size of a watermelon.
Just big, man. Big buff baby. Just
Gave birth to the Big Show, though.
well,
It's a baby.
so I mean, then he I think he coaches volleyball or some shit like that. So he's very active with the students and all that stuff. Then Randy, the other guy, he started a wrestling podcast. I was
Wow.
you sorry son of a bitch. I was like, you gonna have the nerve, the gall, the audacity to start a whole fucking podcast and one, not invite me once. Two, start a podcast before you even came on my show first. You sorry son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's blatant disrespect. That's blatant disrespect.
Yeah.
Randy ain't shit for that. I'll tell you, if you're listening, you ain't shit for that, Randy. That's wrong. That's dirty. That's
But
dirty as
I
hell.
still talk to him, especially like if I post something in Walmart on Instagram or whatever. Randy always making comments and shit.
And what about the second one? You were like way in the back. Was that the one in New York?
Oh yeah. That
Did you enjoy that though? Like,
But this is the thing. There's a whole culmination of things that happened at that event. That's the one that Kofi Kingston won the world title.
okay.
So I wasn't going as per usual. Every single WrestleMania that I wind up going to, which is all of them up until this point, except for 33. That was the one that was in Orlando, Florida. That's where The Undertaker retired, and it's cemented a fucking hate for this old bitch. And so I missed that one. And then, of course, because of the pandemic, I was going to that one, and I missed that one. So from 31 all the way up until now, I would have been to every single WrestleMania.
Damn.
And it was never on purpose. The first one, it fell on my birthday, March 29th. And my mom just out of the blue, she's like, what's you want to go to WrestleMania? I was like, yeah. She's like, all right, look up some plane tickets and see how much all that shit gonna cost, and let me know, and I'll pay for it for your birthday.
Oh, wow.
I was like, okay.
Thanks, Mama. I love you.
Mama.
I love you so much. Nah, I ain't never got no gifts like that, bro.
Oh.
Like, nah. I'm trying to think. On that level, nah.
So
Nah.
she
That's
looked
dope.
that up the first time. The
Just
next
out the
year,
blue.
The next year was AT&T Stadium in Dallas.
Easy trip.
So I was in Fort Leonard, Missouri, though. That was like a 9-hour drive. It wasn't too bad. But
okay,
the way that came around is like my brother that lived here in Houston. He just called me out of the blue. I mean, when I was in the military, we never really talked so much. He had retired a long time ago or whatever, but we never really had a lot of conversation and everything like that because he's way older than me. He got a child that's a day older than me. My nephew. So he just called me up out of the blue.
Dude, first I didn't know you had a brother. I'm like, man, your brother is ancient. He's a whole int.
Dude, there's 18 of us.
Your mama had 18 babies, huh?
No, my mom had 6, including me, but my dad had all the rest of them with his first wife.
Oh, that's still a lot of goddamn kids.
Yeah. But he just called me up out of the blue. He's like, where WrestleMania this year? I know you went last year, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, where WrestleMania this year? I was like, it's in Dallas. He's like, same thing my mom did. He's like, yeah, let me know how much all that shit costs, and I buy the stuff for you and everything. I buy you a ticket and you can go. I was like, okay.
Damn.
So, and the thing about that was too, I have a brother that lived in Dallas, and I was getting ready to get out of the military. And WWE and Hired Heroes, which is a veterans organization, they was doing a hiring event in Dallas. So not even going to WrestleMania, I was going to go there just to do the hiring event and to see my brother while I was down there. And then my other brother called out of the blue and was like, hey, I'm going to buy you a ticket. Just let me know how much it costs. So I was like, fuck, this is serendipitous. This was meant to be, right?
Damn, bro.
So I went down there, did the job fair. I got to take pictures with Damian Sandow, and I met Byron Saxton, and Stephanie McMahon was the guest speaker. And
She's honestly, Stephanie don't get enough love, bro. I'm sorry. She kind of.
I think she looked a little bit better in the face when she was younger, but she still is a provocative looking.
Yeah, she did. Whoever did them today's.
Those flotation devices.
Yeah, they were aggressive.
Yeah.
Must put more meat and just
stuff it in there.
Yeah, they just because I know the nipples are just like looking crazy, but fuck it.
Yeah.
They're like,
fuck it. And then the year after that, 33, no plans whatsoever. And I was just like, I'm fine with it. My life's goal and my bucket list thing was to go to a WrestleMania. I was fortunate enough to go to 2 back-to-back. I'm fine. I don't have to go to 33. And I'm glad I didn't go because that Undertaker shit would have pissed me off even more to be there in person and to see what happened after. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'd have been so fucking angry. But I didn't go to that one. 34 was in New Orleans. And I was like, I'm from Louisiana. I was like, the first time they went to New Orleans to do WrestleMania 30. That's when Daniel Bryan won those 2 matches to win both of the straps. I wanted to go to that one so fucking bad, but I got deployed. That would have been my first WrestleMania in New Orleans for WrestleMania.
Damn.
So I missed out on that one. I was like, well, it's coming back to New Orleans. I cannot miss this bitch. So I had a hard time finding tickets. It sold out pretty quick. But I knew somebody because of the podcast that knew somebody that had tickets. So I was able to get that. My wife bought them for me because it's always around my birthday.
Damn,
got that. I paid for the hotel and I drove from here and I took people with me that I knew here that were wrestling fans. And we drove to fucking New Orleans and we watched the Supercard of Honor for ROH and all that other shit.
Nice.
Just hung out in New Orleans for that WrestleMania and it was fucking great.
No, that's dope.
And then what else? The next one after that was New York. Now that one, once again, I was like, well, I'd have been to 3. I only missed one. I broke my streak and everything. I was like, it's cool. I don't have to go to this one. And my wife, for some odd reason, was like, you do so much for us and all this stuff, giving me the daddy big head speech and shit.
Yeah.
You work hard, yada, yada, yada. I want to make sure if it was within my means to make sure that you go to every WrestleMania from here on out. I was like, what? What is this? What? Okay.
Tears.
I was like,
Tears.
Yeah, internally.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Undertaker wasn't retiring. I didn't cry.
Man, let's not even talk about that shit. Because
Sorry, son of a bitch.
Nobody stops when they should. Ric Flair didn't stop when he was supposed to. Because I cried that match. That's Shawn Michaels.
One of the greatest retirement send-offs ever.
Ever. And he comes back like, no, Rick, go away forever. Even Arn knew when to shut it down. Arn's like, I'm done, but I'm just gonna be this seething potential serial killer at all times in the backstage. But just stop taking off your shirt, Rick. Fuck. Yeah. Jesus.
So the one in New York come up. Once again, had no intention going, and it was getting down to crunch time for windows as far as tickets go.
Yeah.
So already had it in my mind that I wasn't going. Like, as always. My homeboy Nick, one of the dudes that we always do wrestling with trash with, we were stationed together in Missouri, and that's where I first met him. That's where we started going to wrestling shows together. We would travel to Springfield and St. Louis and go watch all kind of shows and everything. That was the most exposure to live professional wrestling I ever had in my life, living in Missouri. And he moved to Rhode Island, which is only a couple hours from New York. And he's like, hey, man, if you can get here, I have a ticket for you. It was supposed to be 3 of us going, and somebody backed out, and I got an extra ticket. Damn. If you can make it here, I got a ticket and a place for you to stay.
Damn.
And I was like,
fuck baby, I'll be there. Yeah. Look at this. I got to take this.
And I told her what happened. She's like, go. I'll pay for the plane ticket. I was like, oh. So went to New York. And it worked out really great because not only did I go to see one of the things that I really enjoy in life, which is professional wrestling and the biggest stage of WrestleMania and all this other crap, I got to meet people that I hadn't seen in years. I had a couple of people that I used to be stationed with in the military that lived out there that I didn't even know lived there. Oh, wow. I was like, I put the post out on social media, hey, I'm gonna be here doing this shit. So they reached out to me and said, hey man, I live up here. I was like, oh shit. So I got to hang out with a couple of my homeboys, and a dude I hadn't seen since like 2003 lived up there. Damn. Met him, his wife. They're about to have his first child. It was just great. And then a podcast that I thoroughly enjoyed ever since I started podcasting and listening to podcasts, Ice in the Face. They do the awesome Ice and the Face. It's not Ice in the Face.
Oh, okay.
I know that. I know. I got to slow it down
because I thought immediately about like the every end of a bad match of Monday Night Nitro, and I was like, that's a good name. Them people be chucking them drinks, bro. They just Thor, Hercules, all the motherfuckers in the crowd. They just like, yeah.
But it's Ice and the Face. They got a whole home bar production thing, and they do a show called Awesome Talk every week live. They have all kind of guests come to their apartment and they record and shit. They live in New Jersey, not too far from where I was, and I made it a fucking point because it's one of my favorite shows, and you know they fucking cool as shit.
Yeah,
to go there and be there with them and record a live episode, and we did that. I got to do that with them. I could check that off my podcasting bucket list, and we had drinks and everything. I got tons of cat hair on me because I got so many cats, and I was like, why so many felines? But
yeah, that's how you know you love them. That's how you know you love them. Because I'm sorry, like once your cat threshold is past 1, I can't fuck with you, dog. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of cats.
I put my bag down and I picked it up. I was like, God damn it!
Once it told me about that gland in the back of their ears, bro, I was like, get them shits away from me, bro. Like, I want to burn my clothes after that shit. But, okay, I got. Go ahead.
But to cap it off or whatever, the thing about the ticket will wind up happening. I kind of glossed over it though. The dude pulled up at the last minute. He's like, "Hey man, I'm here. I want my ticket." So I was like, "Fuck!" I was asked out on a ticket, but I was able to find a very, 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 very cheap one last minute, and that's when you seen me way up in the motherfucking nosebleeds,
bro,
of MetLife Stadium.
Fuck that. I would have fought him. You are better than me.
Well, but this is the thing, though. I mean, I already had the plane ticket. I already was on the way. It was no big deal,
bro.
You know, I was lucky enough to get a ticket.
You are
and
better.
and it was a little bit more than that because I got to see my homeboy. We got to
Because
hang
you were
out
so
and-
gracious. You didn't tell me this. Like, because I was just like, damn, you ain't in the bed. You're like, yeah, it's whack. But you never, because that's how I know you're a better human being than I am. I'm like, yeah, this old fuck ass motherfucker came in and fucked this out of. I would have not. Oh, I'd have put that shit on blast, bro. There's no way I would have just ate that, bro. But then again,
yeah,
I mean, I guess being in the military and like threat of death and like real shit probably puts things in perspective. But my punk civilian ass would have been pissed.
but this thing though, I mean, I knew about it in advance enough to where I was able to get another ticket. So
I
it was
slit his throat in the night. I'd have slit his throat in the night. I'd have crept
But,
into his house and
so
slit
we
his
got there.
fucking
We
throat.
hung out the whole weekend. I got to know the dude that actually claimed the ticket and shit, and you know he was
Fuck
former
that guy.
military as well. So I mean,
Okay. All right.
So-
does he lost both his legs or some shit? I need to feel bad for him. Okay, then fuck him. So he's just all hooks and pegs. It's like, all right, okay. All right.
just a torso on a stick.
niggas in a popcorn machine, dog. Just
But I get there. We hung out the whole weekend. We had a great time and whatnot.
yeah.
And I go to this high ass seat up there. I am literally at the top.
No,
of
you
the
were
stadium.
dog. When you posted that shit, because this is like when like I was officially like following you. And I was just like, yo, how do you see anything? How do you see? Because even the screens were small.
Yeah, from up there, it was still, it looked decent, but I mean, you had to be sitting there to daggone see what I saw. I mean, it was all right. But
I know
it
you
could've
had
been-
like hard liquor though. I know you were getting drunk.
Of
up
course,
there. You
of
had
course.
no choice.
so
You had no choice but to get shit faced.
So my homeboy Nick called me from down where they were. They were in the 300s. I was at the very top. So they like,
The 1 millions.
yeah, they like mid-level and everything, great seats. And he was like, hey man, ain't nobody down here sitting around us. I mean, it's still early. You can just come down here and hang out with us until the show starts. Then you can go back up or whatever. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I ain't doing shit up here because we got there early. As early as they will allow us to go in, that's how early we were.
Fuck yeah.
So I went down there and I sat with him. Good seats. Still cussing dude out under my breath or whatever, but he cool. And pre-show started. I'm still sitting down there with him. People start coming in, filling in seats around them and everything. And I still got vacant seats, so I just stayed. Pre-show was over. The main card is starting. Seats are still open in this section. Nobody's showing up. So I'm just still sitting down there with my homies. 3 matches into the main show, nobody showed up and claimed them seats. And I got to sit there with them on the same row. It was Nick's friend, Nick, old boy, and me. That's the seat order. That's the seats how many seats that were available around. And I sat there next to them the whole entire show. So I moved from up top all the way down to where they were in the 300s, close to the ring and shit. And nobody came claim their seats. Nobody said nothing. And I got to sit there the whole fucking show.
Bro.
That shit to me is like, it was meant for me to be there.
Oh, jeez, bro. No, man, look, somebody looking out for you, bro, at all times.
Because I mean, this whole big ass arena, man, and out of all the places they could have had a vacant seat, it was right there next to them.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I don't know, just fucking crazy. I was like,
That's nuts. It always works out that way though. Like once you're there, there's always like a weird, like cool seat that's available, like a lot closer. You just like kind of sneak down and go do it. Like anytime there's like a baseball game back in the Gap, that was always the case. My dad would be like, let's go ahead, get up and let's go ahead and move on down. Then
it's a term that I would come to know from Paul Griffin. He's a host of a wrestling podcast that I listen to. I got to attend a wrestling show with him in Dallas, and he was like, it's called the ROH upgrade. If you ever went to a Ring of Honor show, there was always seats vacant on the floor, and you always move down to those seats or whatever. So ever since he told me that, going to a ROH show and we did the ROH upgrade, that's what it always stuck into my head.
You ever went to a reality wrestling thing?
No. What? I want to, but this is what happened. This is another funny thing about wrestling. You know, I give you all these crazy incidences of me rolling up to WrestleMania and have all this cool shit happen. With ROW, I mean, every time they have an event that I really want to go to, especially when Kiera Hogan was doing independent events here, every time she would come, it would always be on a Saturday, and it would always be on a fucking weekend that I had to go to Louisiana or go do some other shit for whatever reason. Every single fucking time.
Damn.
It never fails. Even if I knew in advance that it was coming and I prepped for it, an emergency, something happened to prevent me from going. And I was like, I don't know what it is with me and ROW.
I only went to one. It was the big Harlem Heat reunion, and but like this is back when the Usos were still independent.
Oh yeah,
and they were there, and like everyone kind of knew something was up with the Usos. That like they're about to move up, because I think they kind of announced that they're gonna be moving up, like and doing some other shit later. And Stevie Ray showed up. And it was a decent showing, man. Like I can't remember anybody else though, but it was like this one guy. He was real small, but he was like stage presence, promos, in-ring ability, all amazing. But you knew the only reason he didn't get it because he was black and he was undersized. You knew that was the only reason he was not over or even publicized anywhere. Dog. It just made me sad. He was up there in age too, bro. But he was getting around. Dog. He was working his ass off, bro. But like. I don't know, man. It's like I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of wrestling, but I'm not a big enough fan to keep watching now. Like, cause I tried.
I understand that.
I tried. Cause I said, I'm gonna get back into Raw. I'm gonna watch this shit, dog. Fuck this. I'm gonna get back into wrestling, man.
Not right now.
It's too well. Even before the pandemic hit, I was watching. I tried to watch one. It just looked too clean. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now,
it's hard to explain. It looked.
Yeah, I know
like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Looked too like it was too clean and bright and sterile looking. Like it just didn't. I didn't.
It was the opposite effect for me when I watch anything that's other than WWE. So I go watch New Japan or MLW or some other different brand that is not WWE, and I'll be like, ugh. What is this? Why is it so gritty looking?
I like the grit. I like the grit. I like the grit because whatever cameras they use, it shows too much.
Yeah,
like the aperture on those cameras showed like way too much. You're just like, I don't need to see all the floor mats. Fuck. Like, can we just focus on the? I don't know, man. It's something about that camera that just irks me, and it just feels. It's too sterile. It's too clean.
I tell you what. I mean, just this past Friday on SmackDown, they started using those NFL camera, the 8K joints. That'll probably blow your fucking mind. 8K cameras for wrestling, dog.
I don't even know how I could receive that in my brain, bro. This is, I mean,
I'll send you later and you can look at it. You'd be like, whoa.
Because real talk, all I want to do now is watch old New Japan matches. Or like, remember that one somebody sent me, I think I sent it to you. It was like this one Japanese lady just murdering this chick. She was power bombing her with reckless abandon. Like I'm that's what I want to do. I want to watch videos of banned Japanese finishers and just call it a day. And you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that one of these days. Like during the week or something. Let's just like we'll do like the whole little thing, the dual screen thing, and we'll just watch banned wrestling moves and just make it a video, dog. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Like,
I'm down.
Because like I did it, but it wasn't. We were just in a house. It's an old video. It was just in my house, and we just had it on YouTube. We just going like, God damn. That's all the video was just going, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's Mickey Noxu. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he's dead. The man's dead. But
I just watched one the other day. There's a girl that I follow on Instagram, local here in Houston or whatever. I found her because we were both at the Royal Rumble here in Houston at Minute Maid Park. So I was there. That's when Edge came back out of retirement.
Yeah.
And she posted a picture because you know how the algorithm is on freaking Instagram. You go to the explore page, and if you like one picture or you post about one particular thing, they give you a whole thing about it.
Yep.
So I was posting an ass load of shit from that Royal Rumble, and one of her pictures came up from when Edge came out, and I was like, oh. So I click on the picture, I like it, then I look at her profile. I was like, you live here in Houston, and you're a wrestling fan. I'm gonna follow you. So she posts all kinds of that shit that you talking about. Females fucking each other up in the ring, dudes power bombing the shit out of each other. She posts a lot of that shit, and
I love that
here
shit.
Pretty soon,
I love that shit.
I'm gonna have her on the show, and we're gonna talk about all that shit.
I love that shit, bro. Like, cause like, all I saw was like that ugly ass power bomb. No, you sent me. You were like, "There's more,"
Oh yeah.
and you sent me the whole match, and I was like, "Jesus H Christ!" Cause like the fact that she got murdered, and like the fucking trainer comes in and just roughs her up, smacks her all in the face, like, "Wake up!" I'm like, "You're making it worse." Like, all I can see is
you concussing her concussion.
Yeah, I just see African Will Smith like, "Please stop!" Like, no, what are you doing?
Tell the
And
truth.
like, tell the truth. And she gets up, like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and gets right back in that ugly ass. I mean, and like that, the way that the fact that the lady power bombs her wrong is her finisher is like that is horrific, dog. That lady did not deserve that, bro. Like,
No.
and because I think about like Mickey James, like chicks who actually wrestle their ass, like Mickey James, Jacqueline, Ivory, Molly Holly, you know, the ones that actually wrestled.
Yes.
Not the, you know,
The diva stuff. Yeah, I got you.
yeah, like the Stacey Keeblers and shit, and like you know, God bless her, but you know, you think about those chicks, and you're like, man, even they couldn't. I don't think they can handle this shit. This shit is, they don't care about nobody's body, bro. Like, how much are they making? Like, why?
For real.
what
man.
reason?
And then like Japanese wrestling is just like a whole different thing.
It's a whole other beast.
It's a cultural thing, man. It's just
It's
that
a whole
whole
other beast.
thing with like New Japan Pro Wrestling. They have their own development system to where they just take them in like freaking. They train in samurais and shit over there.
See, but that's why the people who come here that been to Japan and come back are fucking legends. It's no joke. It's not a game. Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Eddie Guerrero, Big Van Vader, like even Hogan, even though he's not a good worker, like even he went to Japan for a bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like it's but the ones who I named before Hogan, like you just see it in them when they wrestle, bro. That it's like it's all about just getting that shit straight. Even Kenny Omega, dude. Like these guys are no fucking joke. They work so fucking hard, bro. And like you know, 'cause I always get curious and I just go down the YouTube rabbit hole just to see shit. But I think what match was that? I think I watched the Shinsuke Nakamura Sami Zayn match. And that was like one of the only times where I like cried, like of how awesome it was. And like the crowd, everything about that match was just dope as fuck. Dope as fuck, dude. It was like just so fucking electric, bro. And I didn't know either one of these motherfuckers. And like for them to like to tell a story like in the ring and all this, I was just blown away by that shit, bro. And like it almost reignited my love for that shit. And then I tried to watch some other shit and I was like, this ain't
No, this is not the same.
This ain't it.
I have to keep continuing to watch this caliber of wrestling.
I need to watch
time I watch
NXT.
it, I'm not going to watch it at all.
Exactly, yeah. Because it's like I had the biggest bump of heroin. I was just like laid out. And then the next day it's just straight nothing. I'm just like, nah, bro, I can't do it. But I don't know, man. It's.
I found out within these past 3 years, you know, I say I love professional wrestling or whatever. I'm coming to find out that I like professional wrestling. I've seen people who love professional wrestling, and that doesn't look like anything that I do.
No. It's a different animal, man. Like people, because I am a filthy casual. I am a tourist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't claim it. Like I fucked with it casually as a kid. Like my grandma, God bless old black grandmas in the South, bro. Cause they watched some wrestling, dog. I remember hating Ravishing Rick Rude because I felt one day he was just gonna come in and snatch my grandma up and just take her away. And like, cause she loved that nigga. I hated him. But like this is back when you weren't 100% sure what race Ravishing Rick Rude was because he had the Superfly hair and that big ass mustache. You're like, is he? He tan pretty hard. I don't. Cause remember that one time, people thought Alex Trebek might have been mixed, cause he was tanned up super hard and he had the Jericho and the mustache. They were like, I don't know, brother. I mean, he cool though. I mean, I fuck with Alex Trebek. I mean, we'll invite him.
Shit. Come to the barbecue.
I mean, he comes Soul Train. Fuck it.
And what is the electric boogaloo for 200?
Shabadoo. The answer is Shabadoo.
But man, we done turned this into wrestling trash and everything. But
yeah, you know. I mean, because I've been wanting. Anytime you hit me up, I'm about to do something. I was like, man, I think what happened because something happened to where it came up. Oh, because I did the pay-per-view thing, and then like we just went into that direction. But okay, I'll ask you one more question, wrestling related. Like, what is your favorite like title?
The belt?
Yeah. What's your favorite belt design? Point blank. What is like the quintessential like? Because I hate how the belts look right now.
Well,
I hate them all. I hate all of them.
Well, I own 2 of them.
I know you do, but I don't like them. I don't like them, dog.
I like the black WWE title, the current one. That's fine.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Like it from what it was previously.
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, I could stomach this one, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because once that spinner belt happened, I was out. I was like, fuck these belts.
The one that I always wanted to own, as long as I knew that there were, belts available for customers to buy. The one that I always wanted to get was the WCW belt, the championship, the big gold nugget.
I had that hoe. We had this is how hard we played the game, dog. My homeboy Odie, he's the host of New Channel Sports. He fucking like it was a WrestleMania pay-per-view. It was the big daddy of them all. Like that, we've been playing video games for this moment, and he comes out of nowhere. He's like, "I got something for y'all," because we had like the toy belts.
Yeah,
those are our titles.
I got those too.
Yeah, this dude brought. All we saw was a big red bag, and it said WCW on it. We're like, no. He unzipped that mug. He's like, whoever wins it gets it. We're like, people. I ain't never seen brothers play on PS2 controllers so hard in my whole life, dog. It got real, and like the belt is humbling when you see it. You're like, oh no, I'm tiny. I'm a tiny human being.
Yeah,
because that belt goes up to like your sternum, and you're just like, oh shit, these are some big motherfuckers wearing this motherfucker. Like,
yeah,
geez, like Sid Vicious make it look like a wristwatch, bro. Like you just. Is staggering, dog. The Nugget belt is dope. Like for nostalgia reasons, for me personally, I feel you on that. I don't know what it is about the Attitude Era Intercontinental Championship belt. I don't know what it is about that belt. I love that belt. Mm-hmm. I cannot explain it, bro. Like when Chris Jericho was rocking it on a constant basis, bro. Like it was something about that belt, dog. I dug it.
For me, what led me to even buy that one, the WWE title. It was that first WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. It was my birthday. On my birthday, the day I was born, I was at WrestleMania, and I'm sitting there in the pro shop, and they got everything in there, everything that you could want as far as memorabilia goes. And they have this kiosk in the middle of the room, 360 desk and wall shits or whatever, and they got all the titles that they sell on there. They had the European title, they had the $1 Million Man title, they had all the belts. And it was sitting there in the middle of all of them, that big gold belt, the WCW title, the one that Ric Flair held, and countless other people. And I was sitting there and I was staring at it. And I looked at the price because it was a replica. It wasn't a commemorative one like the flimsy plastic one. It was the big thick plates.
It's the heavy plates that don't bend at all. They're all flat and a pain in the ass.
So I was looking at it. It was like $400, and I was sitting there. I was like, "This is my first WrestleMania. It's my birthday. I'm a grown ass man. I pay bills, and I'm sitting there."
There's always a chat when you about to make a dumb purchase. He's like, "Nigga, like it be like it's a reverse edge samurai sword. Yeah. I'm grown. Bills all current. Like ain't nothing due. I got this."
I'm sitting there. I'm pacing, man. I'm pacing. I'm walking to one end of the thing. I'm looking at some shirts over here, and I come back and look at it. Then I go over here and I look at a couple of backpacks and shit. Then I come back and I look at it, and I was like, "Can I hold it?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." You pull it down off the shelf and you bring it to me, and I hold it, and I was like, as soon as he put it in my hands, I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Oh fuck, this is the one I always wanted." So I give it back to him. I was like, "No, I can't. That's too much money for a fucking belt. That's whatever." And I'm walking around, I go enjoy the rest of the festivities there that they had going on.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking back over my shoulder. It's like they got the big life-size replica of the Elimination Chamber in there. You can get inside the ring.
Wow.
You can be the wrestler. And I'm just looking through the bars of the cage, and I can see the belt just sitting there like, just glowing and shit.
You grown.
I was like,
Grown ass man.
yeah, it's in my ear. You a grown ass man.
Pay all the bills. You do.
And then they
You
even
die
have
for your
like
kids.
they even have a little photo booth thing to where they have different belts there.
Yeah.
You can go pick a belt that you want and you can take a picture with it. And I was just like, fuck it. Call my wife. At this time,
I'm a grown ass man, babe.
yeah. Right. At this time, they just came out with the Apple Watches not too long ago.
Yeah.
I think they was either on Series 1 or Series 2. And they was about the same amount as this damn belt. And I was talking to her prior to this whole thing, like, hey, I'm thinking about getting an Apple Watch. You know, she was like, how much? Whatever, yada, yada, yada. See, that was my angle. That was my way in.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, what you doing? And she's like, oh, nothing. She's like, you enjoying yourself? I'm like, yeah, I'm in the pro shop.
Are you in a good mood? Are you happy right now? Because if you're not, I'm gonna call you back.
I was like, they got all kinds of stuff in here, you know, because she liked Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose and all them shits.
Right.
I was like, hey, I'm getting some shirts for the kids. Which one you think Nia, the baby, will want? You know, I got all the kids a shirt. I was like, what shirt do you want? You want Dean Ambrose or you want Roman Reigns? She's like, well, if they got this Roman Reigns, particular Roman Reigns shirt, I want that one. I was like, all right, cool. I said, man, they got some belts over here, man. It's just like, whatever.
Make sure you got the babies taken care of. See, I see what you're doing. Get a good mood. The babies and you taking care of them. I thought about y'all first. Now that y'all take it, bro, look. I just worm my way into it.
And I was like, yeah, they got the belts here and everything. And I was just wondering, and she's like, how much does it cost? And I didn't even want to tell her the price. I had the exact price with tax in my head.
Of course you do.
And I was just like, it's about as much as the Apple Watch.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, how much is that? And she just wanted me to say
Damn.
She wanted me to say it. And I was
Yeah.
like, $400. She's like, well, it is your birthday. This is something that you always wanted to do, go to WrestleMania and you're there. Go ahead and get it. And I was like,
Wow.
Thank you. Hung up. Didn't even say bye. And I went
Gotcha, bitch.
put all these shirts back.
I ain't buying none of them shits. They got stolen. All I could do was hold on to the belt.
So I went, got in line and everything. I'm getting closer and closer to the counter and shit. The belt is getting bigger and bigger as I get close to it and shit. And I was sitting there and I was looking at it. And I was like, man, I've been a wrestling fan for so long, and this is a part of my nostalgia to see this belt. And this is the one that I said I would get if I was able to get a title. But they just changed to the current title that they have now. It was around that time. And I was like, I do like how that look. And it's
The black one's good. The black one, like I'm thinking about the red one pisses me off.
Yeah,
Like,
which is now blue.
Anytime they just stop, just black. Black strap, please. Like the white Intercontinental, I don't like it.
Mhm.
No, black strap, dog.
Yeah.
That's all I ask.
So,
You know what I'm saying? Do whatever the fuck you want after that shit.
So I'm sitting there, and it's on the shelf in the middle, right in front of me, and the other one is like right below it to the right. And I'm just looking at it, and I was like,
How much that one run you though? How much was it the same price?
yeah, it's about the same price. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. I was like, well, it's the same price. And it's current. I mean, this is what the current guy has. And the side plates are interchangeable. You can take them off and put different plates on there. That's how they mark the champion. They don't put the name plates on them no more. They have their own custom plates that they put into the sides of them.
Word.
So
Damn, I did not know that. That's kind of pimp.
So I was sitting there. I was like,
Kind of pimp.
I can probably find this one like cheaper online than I can here.
Oh, of course.
At the place.
Of
But
course.
they don't have these yet. They don't have these on the secondhand market yet.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this because not too many people have it. So I went ahead and I got the current title. And boy, I got kind of nervous because like maybe a year or so later after that, they on television, I think AJ Styles was the champion. I forget my time frames. I'm just because it wasn't too long after they changed the design. AJ Styles had it. And he came out on TV wearing it, but the stripe wasn't red, it was black. I was like, wait a minute. I just bought this damn belt and y'all changing shit already? What the fuck? And it was just a prototype belt. They was testing it out or whatever to see how it would look. Because not too long after that, that's when the Universal title came out with the black check and the red strap. And I was like, oh, man. I was like, well, at least they kept this one around. Now I don't feel like a dick. I was like, yeah, they ain't going to change this design for a long-ass time. So I'm going to be good. And I was like, all right, cool.
Damn.
So, yeah.
So when you going to get those custom random plates? I know you thought about it. I know you thought about it.
Brother. I just need to find the person to do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not hard to find, but I haven't tempted myself yet. I haven't.
I mean, it ain't got to be. Look, it can be gold plated. It ain't got to be full gold. It could be. It could be tungsten for all you care.
Tungsten.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's scratch proof. Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
But most recently though, they reminted the US title for WWE, and that's another one of my favorite titles because MVP is one of my favorite United States champions.
That's fair.
I always wanted that belt because MVP had it. And people always talk about, oh man, the United States title looked like trash. It looked like a freaking sticker and all kind of stuff. But it didn't matter how it looked.
Okay,
to me.
now I
It
got to
mattered who held it.
I got to see. You talking about the current U.S. title?
Yeah, well, the one before they changed it to what it is now.
What year would it be?
You can go back 2 years. It should be
2019. Would you say that?
2018 with
2018 probably safest. Yeah. Let me see what this whole look like. Yeah. That's the one when it was like the whole flag was in the background. Yeah, no, that shit was clean.
Yeah, I wanted that one.
Ew, what the fuck is it? What does it look like now? Is it like the flag is like not pronounced? It's just on the bottom.
Yeah, the new one is a big bird with a flag.
I see it. I don't like that shit. Why did they change it? All they have to do is change the font. if you change it, because the font do look like some old school, and that shit was only for 1 year. Holy shit, you bastards! See, they just selling belts now. That's all they doing. Whole asses. They just selling belts. Like, yeah, this is the belt for a year. You sucker. It's like,
where is that?
You know what I want? You know what belt I want? I want the TV championship.
Yeah, that is a good one.
It's a good belt, but it's the most worthless like realm of belts to have. Like, you thought European was trash. No. When you're a TV champ, I got to give props to Diamond Dallas Page because he's the only one that made me like believe in that belt. Like, oh, I mean, he's the champion of television. I mean, what can you do? Look at him. Look how fancy he is with his blonde, frizzy ass hair and his hot chick valet with him. Like, clearly, the TV title get you money. Like, you gotta have like when you were a TV champ. If you don't have my skills, you aren't pushing that title, bro. Because didn't wasn't there like a best of 7 back in the day between Benoit and Booker T for the TV championship?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, bro. And they fought for their lives. Booker T made up new moves.
Yep.
For the TV championship. I'm gonna need y'all niggas to fight for the death for this pack of crackers. Yo, God, what kind of crackers? Peanut butter? Oh yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong. TV champ. I want the swagger of a TV champ.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But hold on, I'm trying to.
Sorry.
Here we go.
Okay, let me see what this is.
That's the current one.
Oh, God damn it. Nah, I gotta download shit. No, this is my new computer and I'm scared. I'm gonna do it. Let me just do it.
But you talk about DDP, he was an inspiration for me for a while too, because
that belt is hideous.
I want that one though. And the only
you
reason
do?
Why, the only reason why MVP came back and he introduced that title and he held it. And I was like, I want it now.
I guess I can't. I can't vibe with that one. Like everything else, I'll let slide.
You had to see
in
it on
comparison. I mean, it may, but it does not like the font. All right, but the fact that there's no blue in there, that's not cool.
You have to see it on Bobby Lashley though.
But he's back.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of him. Like, I remember when I saw him, I was like, oh snap, because
And then he started talking. It was the Mike Tyson thing.
Yeah, because he looked like a fusion of like my main character and my homeboy's main character. So we were like, this is kind of what we want. Exactly. So we were like, yo, this is dope. Then he got on that mic, and I was like, damn.
But he is still that big. He still looks like that.
He's a look.
And he's with the MVP.
I would never, ever say anything negative to Bobby Lashley, because I know that'd be the end of my life. And but it's just, you gotta, mic skills are important, dog. Like, they're so important, bro. Like, the fact that I think that's the only reason Miz exists.
Yeah.
And like, Miz should not have worked. Miz had everything going against him to where he should not have done anything that he's done. But he could get on the fucking microphone. And it's like, do that. Get on the mic. The fact that John Cena had his fucking day in court, bro, the way that he did the Roman Reigns so goddamn dirty, was hurtful to me. I was just like, because we talking about company, man. We talking about the straight laced, boring, everybody hates him and shit, but like no one could deny him that day. This is like, ugh. And Roman just eating dookie, bro, just like,
and then he tried to be hard and just like bitch and shit. So I was like, ooh.
Wow,
then he was like,
bells, that's ringing some bells, ain't it?
He's like, yeah. So this promo is ringing bells for this promo. And he was just like, oh, so I'm a part-timer, huh? Okay, if you were doing your job,
bro,
I wouldn't have to come back. He
that hurt,
because I can do what you can do better being a part-timer. I was like,
that was rough. And you know that wasn't on the script. You know that was straight from the
And then he couldn't even say nothing back about
nothing
it.
You can't say.
He's like, I'll beat your ass, bitch.
Dude, that was like the first time the crowd was like, oh man, Cena's on one. Like the fact that Roman did not turn heel then was dumb to me, dude. That's what I was like, I can't fuck with y'all, bro. Like, he's finally healed now. Because they got this whole tribal chief shit that's happening.
That shit is great.
I mean, look, I caught some of it on YouTube. I was like, this is compelling, but these cameras are too sterile. And now there's no crowd on top of it now. So it's just I miss the like wafting smell of beer in the background with the gates and the people who can just like jump in and murder someone at any moment, dog. Like, I don't know. I miss it. I miss it, dog. I miss it.
What was scary for me one time, I went to a show here in Houston, at the Toyota Center. And I'm sitting on the right corner by the stage. Like, I can almost see behind the damn Titantron and shit. I'm like right there in the corner. They got like a little rampway that come from the backstage area going toward the ring. And I'm just sitting there watching the show. And Mark Henry, big ass, just come out of the corner, out of my periphery, just, and I'm like, ah!
It's a whole truck. That's a living truck. That's a living transformer. That's Optimus Prime walking by. That's a big old dude. I'm glad they finally gave him respect one run like that, because the fact they treated him the way they did was just offensive to me. I hated it.
One of the best promos in the decade by Mark Henry. He came out there in that salmon suit and he faked like he was about to retire, and he fucking slammed Cena. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, like, boy. Another top 10 promo within the decade. The Miz, the guy that you brought up before.
Yeah.
When, him and Daniel Bryan got into it on Talking
Yo, that was a good one. Like, that was because anytime you because like the pipe bomb promo is like, you seen Soul?
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, you leave your body. And like, it's just beautiful. You see blue lights and shit. Like, when you cut that promo, so like that's like the epitome of a promo. And like, anytime you see somebody get like a little bit real and just they leave their bodies, bro, they go somewhere else, dog. It is like a whole nother thing, bro. Like, but like,
it was beautiful.
I'm a fan of the Macho Man's promos, bro. Like the Coke fueled, because like he don't know what he's about to say when he come out there, bro. He'll grab a prop. Cup of Coffee in the Big Time is my favorite promo in the history of promos.
Pulling them coffee creamers out of nowhere. I don't know where he was getting them from.
He was doing magic tricks. He was just like, the whole time. We go over here and go over there. And then we go over. bro. And then like whenever he has his back to the camera, dog, and you got dog, and if God bless Mean Gene Okerlund, because he's the only reason that Macho Man matters, dog, with those promos. Because like Gene plays it straight. Macho Man's ready for anything. Oh, Mr. Sarcasm. Like he's always like, bro. It's like
the one that he said, he was like, your mustache is kind of crooked. He's like, well, your beard is kind of on one side too. But I was like,
dog, Mean Gene, the best. Because he's the reason people think it's real. He's a Howard Cosell of wrestling, bro. Like he's like, you really think it's happening, bro. Mean Gene.
It was not funny, but it was the relationship between the Macho Man and the Ultimate Warrior. When the Macho Man passed away, and I think they interviewed him, and he was talking about how he was like a real man. They would always meet each other. They would shake hands. His hand grip was firm, and it was just like manly shit. And he's like, we would daggone drink so much fucking coffee before promos and shit and see who can outdo each other. That's why they always be so coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we would have so many cups of Joe. It's like, sure.
Cups of Joe.
Yeah. Bro, first of all, nobody doing that plane promo, Ultimate Warrior, is on fucking caffeine, my friend. That boy, that dude, he put a G on Hogan. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get in that plane, Hogan. I was like, yo, you are high, dude. Jesus Christ. Those are the good old days, man. I miss it, dog. I miss like I guess the mystique behind it. You know what I mean? I think that's why I'm not really into it right now, because it's like, you know, and it's getting like that with these Marvel movies too, man. Like everyone, all these goddamn announcements and shit just fucking up. Like, you're ruining the movie for me, dude. Like, quit telling me who just rapped on set. Shut the fuck up. Like, let me have it. Let me watch this shit and be shocked. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things. Because we give out so much information, we're just ruining like the mystique of all of this shit.
It's kind of like it's almost like the life cycle of media, man. It's in there. It is, you see it, then it's gone. Something else comes in to replace it. Because, you know, I'm the same way about it. But like they say, hey, we just wrapped on this film. And I'm like, I'll probably be mad in a moment, but like a week or so later, I don't fucking forgot about it already.
Well, no, but I'm talking about like certain casting they do.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know where they're going. Like, I don't like, for the sake of anybody who's just under a rock, you know what I mean? I want to spare them and not, you know, perpetuate the fuck shit. But it's like, you know, these are movies I care about. And I'm like, yo, that would have been really great to see in the theater and like be shocked. You know what I mean? Like, why are we doing this? Like, why are we doing this? Just stop. Certain shit you don't have to report. Certain shit you be like, I'm gonna keep that in the pocket and like write a really good article about it with a lot of robust shit and save it for when it happens. Like, just chill, bro. Like, golly, I don't need to know random ass person came in, rapped the next day. That means it's only a quick cameo. Like, I'm already gonna put stuff in my head. I have expectations now, you bastards. It's like, don't stop. So stop it. Stop digging too much. Stop finding out, oh, actually, this wrestler fucking career is up, so he's about to do a 6-movie deal, so he's gonna be out after a while, so get ready for him to lose his title. Stop. You're literally killing the mystique of it all. Like the fact that, you know, you don't know who's about to get over, or having the heartbreak of that person that got over leave. Yeah. And you're like, oh, I can't believe he's gone. Then he comes back and you're waiting for it. You're hype as hell. You're not like, oh, word on the street, oh boy's coming back today, bop, 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 bop. And no one's excited. You know, like they're kind of excited, but they're not as excited. Like, just stop, bro. Like, I understand y'all have, you know, ad revenue and shit to push, but how about you just write some fucking articles on some shit that's happening and stop. Yeah.
See,
sorry. It's frustrating.
As far as wrestling goes, it's twofold with that thing. There's the rumors and the dirt sheet joints or whatever. I mean, they got all that crap out there. And then as far as WWE goes, they ass backwards, for lack of better saying.
Oh, you're talking about how they are with their Twitters and shit, and how they.
It's just like they'll put some shit that is freaking that ties into what they're doing on TV, like heavy, like some key information, some shit that you would like make sense on television, but they put it on their .com website, or they'll bury it in some other type of social media
and not let it be on Twitter.
Should have been on television.
Yeah.
And the shit that should not be on television that could have went on .com, they don't do it. It's like,
I know you're talking about, because you already know what that is. That's corporate. They're like, hey, our website aren't getting as much hits as they should. Okay, well, how about we put all our important shit on the website? And blah, blah. Like, thanks, Vince. Keep doing you, Vince. Just go away, Vince. Like, the fact that Shane has not been running it, or Lewinsky, whatever Hunter's real name is.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that neither one of them are Paul, like the fact that Paul and Shane, neither one of them are like running it like fully and truly is just horrific.
Shit, Shane left the company, went to China, started his own company, successful, then came back and then started doing this shit again.
Cause one thing you cannot deny Shane is like the respect. The fact that he went through the meat grinder for no reason. He didn't have to do any of this. He didn't have to put his body through any of that, bro.
I think that's like respect type shit.
The fact that his neck is forever inflamed, bro, is just like, you come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Let him run it. Now granted, I like Triple H. I like the leather jacket on denim version of Triple H. That was my favorite iteration of Triple H when it was the My Time theme. Like that was my favorite version of Triple H, because it was like, because I was around the point in my time where I was like, it's people that I ran with, I don't even be running with no more, and I was like striking out on my own. I was like, yeah, I feel you, Triple H, standing them lights, but you're one man army. I mean, you got to break free. You got to break free sometimes. So like, I identified with Triple H, and then once he was like, I'm the game, I was like, that's dope. But then when he shaved his face and started doing Evolution, I stopped liking him.
Yeah.
Trips need his beard at all times, bro. Like shave Trips.
But he got it now. He shaved off his hair, though.
I know, dude. The fact that him and Shawn Michaels are like in the same vicinity, shaved, y'all need to go somewhere. Y'all need to stop. Both of y'all need to stop. Both of y'all need to just stop. Shawn Michaels, put a hat on, bro. Start wearing hats.
Dude, that's all he wear, hats now.
Because somebody told him then. Because I saw him without one. I was like, you look sad. Like,
because he always, for a long time, he had that one bald spot right there,
and always covered it up, and had the cow. The one time he's like, my back got hurt. When he come back with that cowboy hat, you knew what was happening, or that little backwards cap, you knew what was going down.
Yeah. So he daggone shaved all his hair off.
Does Marty Jannetty still have his hair?
Yeah, Marty Jannetty still got his shit, but he trimmed his hair into like a little freaking Hank Hill haircut, Shawn Michaels, and he still had the bald spot. Said he did it for a movie, and then he shaved it off completely. He's bald head like us. Well, like me. You still got hair, me.
Well,
you got
it's that regrowth.
You got like an edge.
Oh no, but like all right here is just like, I don't know. God was so cruel, because it's like only short people will think you have hair, and it's like, my God, why would you do this to me? Because the most painful part was like realizing that I was losing it, because I thought my clippers were messed up, and I didn't accept it. I was like, oh man, that's weird. Why is it in patches? How come this part can get cut so smooth, but this other? And then once it hit me, bro, I almost fell to my knees, dog. Because I knew I was gonna lose my hair one day.
Yeah, just not now.
not in such a fashion to where I was in denial. I thought I'll see it coming. I thought I had like the receding hairline at least. Nah, he's like, I'm gonna go in reverse, bitch. You're gonna get a fucking south side fade naturally. The worst, dog. It's the goddamn worst.
So when did it hit you though?
About 30.
Oh, so you had more time with your shit.
About 30. Oh, damn, we got here earlier?
Oh yeah, man. I was like in my 20s, dog.
Whew.
I was like,
yeah, like 33,
25, 26.
It's hilarious. As soon as my son was like born, is when it started getting real. But like it was some stressful times, man. So I think a lot of it was stress induced. Well, that's natural because my dad's bald as hell.
Shit,
he started losing his like
got all
30s.
his shit.
Yours?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little thinner than what it was, but he can go get a haircut and shit.
Dang, bro. You know what though? But were you the dude that had like the hairline back here and still get it edged up?
Oh no.
I had a homeboy that did it. I'm so glad he stopped because that edge up was going all the way back.
Mine was almost like a clock and shit, man. It was just like it started doing like this. It was like tick, tick, tick. So it'd be straight, then it would get right here and it start. I was like, nah, this gotta go. It's counting down. It's like, hey, player, you only got so much time left.
Nah, mine is like
the dude he did like this. It's like it goes straight, then it go that way.
Oof. So you had like the old school conch. You could have been like, as a little doo-wop party.
Be out there in front of freaking flaming barrels and shit.
Woo!
But yeah, man, I went on deployment one time and I was just like, the barbershop was full and I was just looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, fuck it. I grabbed the razor, cut it off.
Like what's funny is like my dad, who's like, he's ex-military, he was cutting our hair for like a while. So like aggro always was he's like, I only know one style is off. And I was like, fuck. Cause I had a barber that I trusted and I loved him. He was the best. He was like, oh man, your braided hair is easy. Hooking me up all the time. He left and I went to this other guy and he did me so dirty, dude. Like I had the bar log, bro. Like he went overboard with my edge up. And I was just like, I remember back in the day when they had like those Tommy Gear skull caps. And I wasn't supposed to wear it at school. And I was like, I told my AP, I was like, for the love of God, please. Cause I'm in high school.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you gotta let me make it. You gotta let me make it, dog. He's like, why? What's the big deal? What's going on? And I showed him. He was like, okay, I'm gonna tell the other APs to chill on your thing. It will say it's religious reasons. I was like, thank you. I was
like, you got lice,
bro. Because dog, he knew that I was gonna be in like 17 fights. Because it was, bro, my hairline.
I never understood that either. You be so mad at the motherfucker to the point of violence.
Because you have to survive. Because this ain't the anti-bullying campaign days of now. Like this was like post 90s. Everybody, you got to get shot to get a record deal at this point in time. Like
your shoes is trash. Fight me.
I will kill you. Like for the sake of like not getting just punked out every day. Because if you don't show that you're willing to like kill somebody, you're doomed. You're doomed. Like the only people who bullied me were like legitimately like people who were held back too many years and were in gangs. Yeah. And it was like, all right, I have people who have actual criminal records that can bully me. I'm safe now. Like, well, I'll deal with that some other way. But I can't have
just the common folk.
The kid eating chocolate cake every day beating me up, bro. I can't have that. Can't have Potts McKenzie fucking me up. That's some bullshit. So I got at least. I ain't bullying nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, I ain't, look, I just want to go home with my drawers the way that they were when I got there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my shoes still on my feet. That's all. That was the goal. I was like, if I could remember that show on Nickelodeon, Welcome Freshmen?
I think so.
On Nickelodeon, Scar Me for Life. I was like, man, freshmen's getting their ass beat every day. Not me. Bro, I need to find a picture of my freshman year. I was, bro, mean bugged to the max. Mean bugged. Nobody fucked with me, dog. My nickname was Anger Man because I mean mugged so hard for my own protection, dog, that they just did not. Everybody was like, I think he's crazy. And like I hung out with my homeboy. God, I forgot his last name, but they called him Crazy Johnny because there's a bunch of Johns. So it was like that's Crazy Johnny, Angry Man, and like we'll hang out and freestyle together and shit. But it was just like we were safe. Because it was like I don't know what kind of shit they on
orbit over there.
Yeah, Crazy Johnny, tall as hell. This is dark motherfucker, like just mugging all the time. We'll leave them alone. Unfortunately, as far as like hanging out with girls, I destroyed that. I ruined it.
Yeah,
too busy trying to be hard. Didn't figure out how to like be funny or charming and shit. So yeah, I ain't get beat up, but I ain't get to beat nothing up.
I didn't get beat down, but I didn't get to beat them down.
My drawers are intact, but my drawers are intact.
Yeah. I was always hard, but I couldn't get hard with a broad.
I was always hard.
Oh fuck. We don't went all over the gambit and everything.
Yeah.
This podcast that you're sporting illustriously on your chest called the Code 45 podcast.
Yes, sir.
And is one of my favorite podcasts. Is one of the ones, and I've told you and I've told everybody that within the sound of my voice that, you know, I see something in it and I support it, and I wish great things for you and Randy.
No, man, I, like real talk. You've like always been like very, very fucking supportive, man, and like it means I can't express to you how much it means to me, man. Like you have been like a huge like help, definitely inspiration as far as like what I need to do as far as like stepping up. You know what I mean? Like you're always there to kind of like set the watermark and like the benchmark of like what else we can be doing to kind of grow our channel and other shit. So you like, you know, whether you knew it or not, you've been like a torchbearer like throughout, man, and you've been very like open and very helpful, dude. Like I'm forever grateful to you for that, man. Like seriously, bro. Like you're a cool dude, man. Like once I found out you're from Louisiana too, I was like, bet
all day somewhere in there.
Well, I wouldn't be shocked. You got so many goddamn family members floating around somewhere. Somebody married somebody. But
my
nah,
father
man,
was
like
a bit of a whore, but you couldn't say whore because it was all from one woman.
my he didn't belong to the streets.
No.
He just
He's
belonged
like,
to the sheets.
oh, you don't want me in the streets?
Okay, you gonna be sorry. Like,
You won't let me go out?
I hope you don't like shoes. I know. I hope you hate shoes because you ain't wearing them motherfuckers. But yeah, man. No, but real talk though, dude. Like I always appreciate your support, man. Like that's why like, anytime I try to do like anything, dog, I'm like, nah, my boy B, he got to come through. We got it like somehow, some way, bro. I gotta like bring up the people that like support. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Like I'm looking forward to doing more shit with you in the future. Because next month we're gonna be doing the Halo shit yet again.
Yes.
And we got to figure out a time next week to do the band finishers and shit. That's gonna happen. And yeah, you're the homie, bro. So like I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah. So I got some questions here. It was just I think like 5 of them because you do have a co-host, Randy. Yeah. Who has also aided to the success of the Code 45 podcast.
Absolutely.
And,
big shout out to Randy.
Yeah, I've been hanging and banging for a while, so I wanted to kind of do like this odd couples questions thing or whatever. I ask you some questions about him or whatever, and then whenever I get him on here, I ask him the same question.
Like the married couple, like the,
yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, I just thought of this shit a little while ago while we was talking.
No, that's dope. No, that's I like that shit. That's dope.
But
I don't want to fuck up, but let's do it.
Since you are a movie podcast, as far as it concerns with Randy, what is his favorite movie genre?
Oh, sci-fi.
Sci-fi. All right, let me put that down. What is his favorite movie?
Ooh. It might be Back to the Future.
All right. Which you have never seen.
I know. I know.
All right.
No. It's Fight Club.
All right. I put an asterisk about it, Back to the Future, but I put
but it's Fight Club.
All right, Fight Club.
I hope so. I remember being adamant about that one time when we did it.
Who is his favorite actor and actress?
Damn, I don't
know. So you can either give me one or both. It doesn't matter.
Oof. Shit. I don't know. Actress. I'm gonna say Karen Gillan.
All right, Karen with the royal K or the
yeah. Is it another? How can you spell Karen?
I don't know. I guess. Why couldn't you?
I guess Karen, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, with a K.
Karen what?
Karen Gillan, the redhead chick from Doctor Who.
Ah, yes. A dream guest that he would like to have on your show.
Time out. Run that back. David Tennant. Cause now that I think about it,
For the actor,
yeah,
David Tennant.
just have them on both ends.
Yep. David
And
Tennant.
what was the next question?
If you can have anybody on your show as a guest, who you think Randy would pick?
Fuck, that's a good question. Oof, I feel like he answered that one time. Maybe John Barrowman,
John Barrowman.
if not David Tennant.
I put an asterisk by that too.
Damn, that's a good question.
Barrowman. All right. And if you could make a movie, what would it be about?
It was going to be like the black version of Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. That's what he was. That's what he's working on. But so it might be that because he's in the middle of trying to get that done. But he has hit a hard brick wall.
All right, I got it. So whenever you know the questions now. So
Okay.
whenever we get him on here, we'll see what he say. Hopefully we can get together for a third episode.
Yeah, for sure.
And we kind of reveal those things if y'all hadn't listened to the episode yet by then.
Right. Probably wrong as fuck on most of those. I know the first two probably got it, but yeah, I know I probably shit the bed on a lot of those because I don't know. I really don't.
Now you need to reevaluate your relationship.
I know, right? I know. Because it could have been Idris Elba too. It's such a toss up because there's certain guys we'll be like real big on for like a while, then we'll move on to somebody else. So it's kind of like,
Yeah, I mean it's just like wrestling. I mean, you got your guy that you stick with all the time, and then something new come up, or you see somebody else doing a different gimmick, and be like, I like that now.
exactly, bro.
But as far as your hopes for Coke 45 or whatever, I mean, you got a lot of dreams and aspirations and anything. But if there's one thing that you could do that, you know, say the budget came in for it or whatever the circumstances is there's one thing that you can add to the show that you think would take it to the next level, what do you think it would be? The pandemic being over being one.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like having an actual set and being able to have a staff of people like help us record and edit the stuff. So all we can do is just create the content and be executive producers and just have that shit go. That's what I would want. You know what I mean? Because it's like you know, we're doing the shits now, but it's like it's hard because we're also the ones having to edit the shits, get the shits out. And like, you know, I'm backlogged on so many Twitch videos. It's not even funny. Like,
man, it's just that's why I was kind of telling you about this shit. Have the clips enabled, because if you got enough people showing up or whatever, you be like, clip that, and they'll do it for you, and you can just drag and drop.
It's still, I mean, no, because like even with that, it's still a pain in the ass. Because as far as like because like they fade away after a while. I didn't know that. I know your Twitch videos disappear.
Yeah,
so
you
like,
make them highlights to make them stay.
Right, and I didn't know that, but yeah. So like, I mean, I'm telling the story for the most part for some of these. So like, I'm good. I just need to probably dedicate this week and probably next week to because like me and Randy rotate editing duties. Mm-hmm. So like, I just been caught up, especially doing like the Halo shit. That just pushed all that shit out the fucking way. But yeah. A staff, having an actual staff to help me edit this shit will be fucking dope. Be dope. So dope. But we are nowhere near that. Nowhere near that shit.
Jeez, I believe you get there on some level. I believe.
I don't know, because I mean, like, somebody has to be okay with getting paid trash. You know what I mean? Like, like $20 a month. Like, I mean, trash. Like, they got to be down. Like, because like I talked to Randy, I said it'll have to be like a die-hard fan. Like, it's like the only way it'll work right. Like an unpaid intern fan or some shit. Like, this is the only way I can see that shit like legit working. But now who knows? Who fucking knows, bro? Who knows? Because it took me a while to like give up the reins of editing. Like, you know, that was like a big deal for me. The first time I let Randy do it, it was just like, well, not let him do it. Like he was like, please stop bitching, give me an episode to edit. And I was like, oh, all right, here, fine.
Yeah.
And he did a great job because he actually gave a shit enough to like listen to every single episode post recording. So like he knew like the way that like Randy has been incremental to like the growth of the fucking show, like hands down, dude. Like it's not even funny. It's not even fucking funny. I don't think he realizes sometimes. I remind him as much as I fucking can. But that motherfucker, dude, yeah, he is big fucking help, dude. Like the channel wouldn't have grown as much as it has without his like help, man. And like it was sheer luck that I got him, bro. Crazy shit.
I don't think it was luck, man. It was meant to be.
I mean, yeah, but like, dude, like so much went wrong. it was.
Hey,
I feel like
man, look at all my WrestleMania stories.
I know, right?
All into place.
That shit is nuts, dude. Like that many times in a row that you weren't like, I'm going to not once. The one time you said it, you didn't go.
Yeah.
Anytime you're like, man, I'm not going. It's like, hey, well, you gotta go. You gotta be there.
You
gotta be a part of it,
motherfucker. Okay. This cake is delicious. I know. But shit, man, it's been a pleasure to have you here. This is no different from any other conversation that we would have. When
this is so y'all are just privy to some basic ass.
We'd be like, I'll be at just get a random phone call. Be like, hey man, you busy? Like, nah. You know, like an hour and a half later, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's how it goes. So like, this is easy work for us. Sorry, y'all.
I know I wanted to be more focused on the show and talk about that, but I was like, fuck it.
I mean, who cares? Like, it's like we talk about movies. Well, whatever that movie is, we'll talk about it at length. The end. Like, there's that much. I mean, like, what else? You know, we don't really, whatever. We just whatever. You know what I mean? It's just because I hate when people ask me questions about like, theater trends and shit. Because I don't fucking know, man. I don't.
And I think that's the last thing that you would want to ask somebody that kind of like does a profession.
It happens. It happens. It makes sense to ask these questions. It makes sense, but it's like I don't care. It's just like we literally. It's just a subject of something for us to make fun of. Mm-hmm. Period. That's it. Word. But thank you for having me on, dude. What's up?
Speaking of your podcast.
Sure.
Why don't you let everybody know where they can find you on social media?
Yeah, that's right. I'm Beat 'em Down, host of Code 45, the movie podcast. 5 hours in. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Cult 45 Podcast. Also have a Twitch channel called Old Man Gamer where I play video games, goof off and shit. Same thing on Twitch. Just type in Cult 45 Podcast. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube where you can catch. If you don't like Twitch, you don't fuck with Twitch, it's okay. All our playthroughs, first impressions for trailers with Randy. We got like several different quote unquote shows on our YouTube Cult 45 Podcast again, or Cult 45 the movie podcast. Type it out in full because algorithms are trash. Or on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, Satchel. You name it, we're out there. So yeah, check us out.
Pandora?
No, not Pandora.
Hey, motherfucker.
They have not, bro. I literally applied twice. I don't know what we're not doing.
Is integrated into Podbean now, right? All you have to do is go to your podcast dashboard, hit the button that say distribution, and boom, there it is.
What the fuck?
Look at it right now. I'll wait.
You sons of bitches, because like they had what the bitches.
Yeah, go to Podbean.
Because I already always have it open. You assholes. You said distribution.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me go to
it should be where the little tab where you find statistics and all that stuff. It'll have one that say distribution.
Or settings.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is, distribution. Motherfucker.
So now you can click all them boxes and it'll send your podcast there.
God damn it. All right, cool. Well, thank you.
If you already did, like I already had tune in and all.
Oh, I did. No. I did these. They just haven't fucking they just haven't responded yet. I did do this.
They shouldn't have to respond. It'll just do it.
Okay, let me try them again, pieces of shit.
Yeah. So just check out Pandora. It might already be on there.
We'll see.
If you already clicked it, I mean.
Wait. Huh. Anyway, my brain broke. I was just like, what? So yeah, let me
Look, there you go.
What? Monitor?
Code 45 podcast.
Where you see that at?
It's right here on Pandora.
I'm on Pandora?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. 292 episodes.
Son of a bitch.
I
didn't get an email. I didn't get a fucking email.
Yeah, they don't
Pandora?
Yeah, they
assholes?
Yeah, they don't tell you. They just put it on there. So yes, on Pandora as well. You can find
on Pandora too,
podcast.
cocksucking pieces of shit. I'm sitting there waiting on a formal goddamn motherfucking ass email. Pieces of shit. You want me to talk about y'all, you ass wipes? Fucking, I'm probably on am I on iHeartRadio? Shit.
Let's see.
I hate y'all niggas, man. Why y'all do this to me?
We can find out real quick.
I mean, it doesn't even matter at this point. Just we're everywhere.
I want to know.
I mean, shit. Sons of bitches. I'm sitting here half stepping on the goddamn promos this whole time, man. Y'all could have one email, one automated stupid ass email.
Yeah. Click the button on the iHeartRadio because it's not on here. I don't see it.
Okay. Pieces of shit. That's frustrating. Man.
But other than that, man, I appreciate you spending your time with me here.
I got angry shit to do, but yeah. So I'm just here just yelling at my computer now. But yeah, where are you? I lost all the windows. There you are. Hey,
here I am. But I appreciate you spending your time with me, man. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Your show is fucking awesome. I enjoyed every episode of it. I enjoyed.
That's right, because we had you on 3 times before you even mentioned 4 times. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because we did a special Lobo. I think Patreon only episode because there's some redacted information on there for y'all.
Yeah, well, so that'd be 4.5 then because we did the Lobo episode and then we continued on to the Patreon to talk about the other shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yeah. Because it was in the December area.
Somebody made a logo for that and I forgot. I kept telling myself in December I was gonna pull it up and I never did. I hate myself though.
God damn it!
I know. I need to make like a alert for that shit. Anyway, thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Seriously, because we're going to be doing this for another 7 hours.
Yeah. And as it is for every guest of the Random Rambles with Rob podcast, you've been a guest once, so the door is always open for you to come back to promote your next big thing or just to shoot the shit.
Oh, yeah, always, man. I appreciate it, bro. Let me get that crisp high five. Give it to me. That was awful.
I just made a shirt for somebody, little kid. Yeah, guy I know said his daughter likes when I say the crisp high five thing. So I made her a shirt that said I'm a crisp high five girl, like the Paul Heyman shirts.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Yes, that needs to be a thing. You need to make those shirts. I'm actually shocked you have not merchandised the crisp high five thing. That's like,
I'm working on it.
Especially with the DDP. Crisp high five?
Yeah, crisp high five.
Come on, man. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there, dude. TV champ, bro.
Hey, inspiration. He started wrestling at 35.
Hey, I ain't mad at it, dog. I mean, he looked like he did. He looked like Diamond Dallas Page looked like he had a full fucking life before he came on the scene. You're like, man, he lived a life.
Yeah. He always had his ribs taped up too. And I think that was real. It wasn't a gimmick.
Nah, somebody worked him over in Vegas one night and just never the same. All right, bro. You have a good one, dude. Thank you so much for having me on, man. I really fucking appreciate it, bro.
No problem.
We just walk away? Is that-
Hello, everybody. This is Hoppy. What's up, everybody? I'm over here cooking dinner with hooks, rubs, and spices. B-Rob turned me on to this stuff, and I tell you what, it's great. It's a homemade blend of the finest ingredients sourced from Texas gardens, farmers, and markets. And it's some good shit. I tell you what, try the smoke and sweetness, or you can try Hoppy's favorite, the Mad Cow, which is a nice peppery slap in the face. One taste, and you'll be hooked. Hooks, rubs, and spices.